Sports Center.
San Antonio Spurs look for revenge on the Dallas Mavericks. They will face them tonight, 7 o'clock inside the Frost Bank Center. Jeremy Sohan, Devin Vassell, both listed as questionable. Dallas Cowboys, according to James Slater of the NFL Network, are not in the mix, at least for now, for Rams wide receiver Cooper Kupp, who was released today by the L.A. Rams. They're keeping punter Brian Anger, though. He agreed to terms on a 2-year, $6.4 million deal.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. If you're watching on YouTube, appreciate it. Already a bunch in there on the chat. Just subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. He is Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. I know at my house it was just like really quiet, peaceful around the house today. I couldn't wait to get to work to actually talk to somebody.
Well, I couldn't wait to get to work for another reason.
You had anything but a quiet and peaceful morning, huh?
Let me tell you something. It's a great pleasure to have a 4-month-old baby in the house.
Uh-huh. I feel a butt coming.
But when there's nothing you can do to quiet said kid down, it's frustrating as hell. I must have walked 3 miles around my house today. I'm not kidding, because the baby, like, eats and he's good. He's really a really good baby.
Really good.
But today, I don't think he's not sleeping as well, obviously. Different surroundings. His mama's gone and all that kind of stuff. But he was just grumpy today. And the only thing that would keep this kid calm is if I held him like this, where he's facing out front, and walk. So I'm doing laps around my kitchen in the living room, kitchen in the living room, kitchen in the living room.
Yep.
So I got my steps in today.
Oh,
I
good.
promise you.
Good. I'm trying to, like, my kid's 26. It's been a while since I've been around a baby that I couldn't just, well, it's been a while. I'm trying to think the last time I actually held a baby. Anybody got some tips for Reinagel? He needs them.
No tips. I'm good. Because,
are you sure?
Well, Mama's coming home tonight.
Oh,
right?
tonight.
She flies in at 9 o'clock. And the reason Maggie's working from home, right? So obviously we both still have to work. So she had meeting after meeting after meeting. So I'm in charge of taking care of the baby this morning.
Yeah.
So that's how that went. But I did my very best, and
your frustration level's at a pretty high level, isn't it?
Well, not frustration so much. It's just like stress level. It's like, yeah. And it's like, man, dude, I'm really happy those days are over.
Uh-huh.
It's cool, but I'm happy they're over. I'm happy Mama's coming home tonight.
I always thought if you put the kid in the car and started driving around, they'd fall asleep.
Well, maybe that's the case. I don't know. I didn't try that. But he was perfectly happy with me holding him like this. Even like doing laps around the kitchen and the living room. He fell asleep. But I tried to put him down. Try to sit down.
You know, at some point, don't you just let him cry it out?
Well, I can't do that. I'm a softie. I can't do that. He's really a good baby, 99.9% of the time, and he just different surroundings. I get cranky when I'm in a different place for too long.
Well, you get cranky when things aren't your way.
Absolutely, yes.
When things are not normal, Reinagel is cranky. Case in point, the microphone. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see the microphone looks fine. If the camera would go over to Joe. Right, but it's loose.
It's loose.
Joe likes a tight microphone, and he can't figure out how to tighten.
Like most things,
yes,
tight. Yes.
So I mean, and I don't know what the hell's going on with your microphone. I mean, we'll blame Rob Thompson, but because you guys share a microphone. But you have asked every day this week, and I think even late last week, to get it fixed.
Well, we had an engineer in here on Monday, and I said, well, I'm glad that you at least know about it. So I come in today, and I go, well, I guess that's not a priority for anybody. Must not be. Must not be a priority.
My computer was the priority today.
Oh, it was, huh?
Oh, well, that's today. What about yesterday?
I don't know what happened yesterday.
What about Monday at 6:01? It doesn't get fixed. I just texted our engineer, Halen. It's like, are you ever going to fix this microphone? And he said yes.
He did, huh? I'll get around to it. I got a great solitaire game going on right now.
Actually, I said, can you please fix Joe's mic? I'm tired of him bitching. And he said yes. Joe needs something good to happen today because he's cranky.
Man.
I mean, and again, I can only imagine.
Not cranky. Cranky's not the right word.
No, it's the right word.
Well, maybe it is.
For
maybe
those around you, I mean, because of your inability to calm down the baby, and you try everything you can, you're cranky now because the baby was cranky. I mean, that's parenting or grandparenting 101. I mean, everybody has a day like that.
Well, see, there's another part to that story.
Oh, there's more?
So, Maggie and I guess we got lazy last night. We didn't plan properly, I guess, or Mama didn't, or all of the above. I'm not sure, but we ran out of breast milk.
Oh.
So the only thing to do is to get formula.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm on the phone looking at what's the best formula and what's the closest to breast milk and yada. So I find one, and I thought, well, I'll just order it on Amazon.
Yeah.
I ordered it on Amazon.
Yeah.
When I left, it wasn't there yet.
Uh-oh.
And we're out. But I left, so I'm good. So I don't know what's going on. But I should have run down to the store last night and picked some up. But I didn't. I'm sure it's there by now, though.
All right, so maybe we have figured out why the kid is cranky today.
No, the kid ate while I was there, fed on every schedule that there is. It was perfect. I didn't run out. Well, I did, but it was the last time. And so when I left, the kid was full.
The kid was full.
Yeah.
But maybe the kid knew. Maybe the kid actually knew that he was running out of the good stuff and you're about to bring in the bad stuff.
Well,
or the different stuff.
Here's the deal with that, though. So I've been told by some experts, Maggie's mother, that formula might actually keep him fuller longer than breast milk. Now I don't know if that's true. If anybody knows the answer to that, you can let me know. But
don't really care.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Well, not until about 6:30. Then I'll care. But between now and then, no, not really.
So at what point did you think, you know what? Let me dip what are they using, a pacifier or anything like that?
Yeah.
Dip that in some bourbon.
It was getting to that point. I was thinking about it.
Some night medicine.
I had some good stuff there. So
any NyQuil?
No NyQuil. And what's the other stuff is not NyQuil. What's the allergy medicine?
Like Zyrtec?
Benadryl.
Allegra? Benadryl.
That's the one I'm thinking about.
That's what Pledge uses.
That'll put you to sleep.
Yeah.
That's what my mom used on me as a kid.
It's obvious.
That and Actifed.
Okay. Well, so all of those were but I'm thinking, I just got to make it till tonight, 9:00. I'll be at the airport, picking his mother up from the airport. She'll be home, boobs and all, so I won't have to worry about anything, and it'll all be good.
Boobs and all.
I think she's bringing those with her.
She better be. It's kind of like, I don't know if that place over by Lee High School is still around, that beer and all place. But you wonder if the kid just sees that sign. It's like boobs and all. It's time to eat.
Because what's funny about that is when he gets hungry, if you're holding him, he's looking around for a boob.
Sure.
He's looking around for a spout.
Yeah, he's well trained.
I don't have one of those, kid. I'm sorry. Well, I do, but it doesn't produce anything.
Yeah, that's not what he wants.
No. So anyway, it's all.
Although at this point, it's been 3 days for that kid. He might take yours.
Well, it's been fun, but it comes a point in time where I'm okay that everything's fine. Hopefully there's no delays.
So her plane lands at 9.
9 o'clock.
So we get off the air at 6.
Uh-huh.
It's going to take you at least an hour and a half to babysit Halen on fixing your microphone.
No, I don't have to babysit Halen.
And then you'll probably have to stop and get – you might not get home till 8:30 just in time to pick up Maggie and go to the airport, or just tell Maggie, stay home with the kid. I'll go to the airport by myself.
Well, I think that's what probably is the plan, because otherwise you got to load the kid up in his car seat and all that stuff, and I can just get to the airport and back, and no problem.
Here, my wife was wondering if you were going to bring the kiddo over to Roo Pub tonight for steak night.
Well,
and a Rhine-Egel stiffy.
Yeah, I could use about 10 stiffies right now. They sound delicious. Wow.
So you're not going to bring the kid out to eat?
No, I don't think so. So next, I want to go in there on just like a random, I don't know, Tuesday and order a stiffy.
Well, you could do that, but, do you want the Minix ribeye for $19.95? That's Wednesday only. That's today.
What is today?
Today is Wednesday.
In there next Wednesday.
Yeah. Not tonight? You don't want to take the kid out in public?
Not taking the kid out, no. And I guess I could – he's allowed in the Roo Pub till 9 o'clock, right?
Yes.
All right. Who knows? We'll see.
Dude, I think you walk in there.
Possible.
You might have like 12 potential babysitters.
Could have, but Maggie might not like that very much.
Maggie might need a break, too.
She might.
Have one of those lovely ladies want to love on that baby for a while and carry it around, and I don't know.
But you should go in there and get a Minix steak and a Rhine-Egel stiffy.
Yep. It's Wednesday.
Yeah.
It is Wednesday. Your day's better than Rhine-Egel's, I promise you.
Be an
what?
An uplifting Wednesday for you.
Holy cow. Oh, man. When your offense struggles, you better have a good punter. And the Cowboys locked one up yesterday. We'll talk about it coming up here on The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. When you need an electrician, Hill Electric is available for both residential and commercial needs. I've used Hill Electric for a variety of projects at my home. They've added extra outlets in the garage, a spotlight over one of the grills outside, even dimmers in the living room for those lights. For over 3 decades, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio homes and businesses. Whatever your project is, Hill Electric has the right service at the right price, never a service charge, always free estimates. So it costs you absolutely nothing to figure out what it will take to get a project done, whether it's project at the office, project at your house. Call Hill Electric, 210-404-9074. 404-9074 or online, hill-electric.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, millions of men experience ED, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. At HIMSS, our own board-certified urologist, Dr. Peter Stahl, knows this better than anyone, and he knows that HIMSS can help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS.
Through HIMSS.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs. Options at up to 95% less than the brand names when you get started at hims.com/joy. To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% less than brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
Little help. A little hope over here.
Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Nigel, what are you doing with all this stuff in the break room? It looks like a farmer's market in here.
I'm changing my eating habits, embracing good quality nutrition with fresh produce.
Folks, maintaining a healthy AC system is just like maintaining a healthy diet. Let's make sure your system is clean and efficient. Nigel, that's a pretty impressive healthy salad you've assembled.
Thanks, Joel. Now step back. The grease is hot.
Grease?
Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 210-651-5899. License number TACLA 141074E and 16004.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Nia.
Hi, Nia. It's Jennifer. Did you know that Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, I work here.
Okay. I was just double checking. Get it?
Because Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, you get me, Nia.
You could say that I double get you.
I guess we've taken it too far.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Hunger striking, snack time calling, it's crunch time. Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds brings you the boldest protein-packed crunch you can't resist with mouth-watering flavors like hot honey, sweet barbecue, and sea salt and cracked black pepper. Why settle for chips when you can level up your snacking game? Plus, they're low-carb, high-protein, and made for adventurous appetites. Score big flavor today. Grab Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds at H-E-B.
From a fender bender to a total loss, Davis Law Firm has a team of expert attorneys ready to get you back on the road with the verdict or settlement you deserve. Y hablamos español. Want more? Call the Fours. Davis Law Firm, San Antonio, 444-4444.
Methodist Care Now Urgent Care has 18 locations throughout San Antonio, open 7 days a week. From injuries and illnesses to school and sports physicals, Care Now Urgent Care is here to help you feel better fast. Find a location near you at carenow.com and use our convenient web check-in today.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It is The Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Official league year has begun. The Cowboys start the league year with a trade. A little breaking news. According to Diana Rossini, the Bills are trading Kaiir Elam and a 6th-round pick to the Dallas Cowboys in exchange for a 5th and 7th round pick.
Now, this guy is only 23 years old. He's been with the Bills his entire career, which obviously hasn't been a long time. I'm trying to find out some info on this guy because, quite frankly, I'm not very familiar with him. Are you?
I mean, he's a corner that played for the Florida Gators in college. He was a 1st-round pick in 2022. A lot of expectation for him coming into the league, and it just hadn't worked for him in Buffalo.
Yeah, he's only played in 13 games. He started 6 of those games for Buffalo. Let's see, I'm sorry, 12. So he's played 29 games. He started 12 in his 3-year career with Buffalo.
So, I mean, we'll see. It's a move. It's a warm body. It might actually be pretty good because, again, at some point, I mean, you go back to being an all-SEC player with the Gators and being a 1st-round pick, and not all 1st-round picks work out. We certainly know that, but the potential is there, change of scenery, and inexpensive for the Dallas Cowboys to get some potential.
Well, they trade away one of their 5th-round picks. They've got about 15 of those, I think. So they've actually got 4, now 3. And so, yeah, I mean, he's a young guy. He's still got time to develop. I'm okay with that. It's relatively cheap, and you're taking a shot. That's good.
The reality is, I mean, they need so much help at corner. It'll be interesting when the Cowboys talk about this guy, where they had him on their draft board. being a first-rounder, 23rd overall pick in that draft. What was their report on him? We've seen every time the Cowboys seem to make a move like this, you hear how much they loved him in college but didn't have a chance at him. I mean, clearly they weren't going to have a chance at him. He hasn't done anything in Buffalo, but Buffalo's secondary has been pretty good. It might just be the opportunity to get out there and play a lot because Buffalo is so deep in the secondary. So, he's had some playing time, but not near enough. 2 interceptions in his career, not near enough.
Well, he'll have an opportunity for sure to compete for a spot and sure get a lot of playing time either way. So I'm not mad at the move. It's an inexpensive move, low risk, high reward possible. Young guy who's still feeling his way in the NFL. So I'm not mad at that trade.
I would say this would fall in the line of
we're going to be selectively aggressive.
And that's what it is. Low risk, high reward kind of move for the Dallas Cowboys. To give up a 5th and a 7th, they're getting back a 6th and a player. Is he better than what they have? Is he better than Booth? If he can't beat out Booth, Carson played well. Who knows? But it is a move on day one for the Dallas Cowboys, and quite frankly, I think a lot of Cowboy fans at this point are just glad to see them boys doing something. As opposed to nothing at all. They are doing something. It might not be the big splash that, as a fan, you're hoping for, but they are working. They are doing something.
And it's a pick, as I'm looking at Spotrac. The guy's going to make $2.5 million this year, but it's a club option for next year, 12.6. So you got to figure an audition year for this kid, and if he's good, then they rework his deal and move on moving forward. So an audition year for him, so he's got an opportunity to make a name for himself in Dallas. I'm not mad at that. It's really an inexpensive deal for the Dallas Cowboys that has the potential to turn into something.
And like you said, they had 4 fifth-round picks. It was yesterday, about 5 o'clock, that the official comp picks, the compensatory picks were announced, where the Cowboys were going to have 4. It took them a day to use one of them, knowing damn well they weren't going to draft 10 players. So this is a good usage of that. This is, quite frankly, it might not be the name you were hoping to hear, but this is exactly the kind of moves that most Cowboy fans were asking them to do. Do something. Do something that makes it look like you're doing everything you can to make this roster better.
And what I like about it is this kid's already been in the NFL 3 years. It's not a rookie that you're drafting and that you're going to stick in at corner and hope for the best. This guy's got some NFL experience, and so I'm not going to sit here and throw a party for it, but I think it's a good move, and it's something the Cowboys desperately need. They need help at corner, and so I think it's a good move for the Dallas Cowboys.
And you would like to think he's going to be better than whatever 5th-round corner you are going to get. And the idea that at one point he was a first-round pick, and you're going to hear Stephen Jones talk about that a lot when, it's kind of like with Trey Lance. Look, I mean, what did we give up? A 5th to get a guy that was drafted in the 1st, and if at some point he develops into the player that they thought he was going to be coming out of college, and sometimes a change of scenery is all that some guys need. And Buffalo's pretty good at drafting guys. They don't miss a lot in the 1st round. This one goes down as a miss for the Buffalo Bills, but it could end up working out well for the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, it could. And if it doesn't, they really haven't lost anything, quite frankly. They're getting a 6th-round pick back. It's no money, really, $2.5 million. So if he doesn't work out, you let him go and you move on.
Pledge looked up his Pro Football Focus grade from 2024. He ranked 47th out of the 223 cornerbacks.
Okay.
I mean, those aren't bad numbers at all. And, while he might not have the picks and that sort of stuff, clearly the guys making catches against him wasn't very high. So maybe he's a better cover corner. Again, I don't know enough about this guy to really say. I mean, he played 305 snaps last year, so while not starting, he got a lot of playing time.
He did. And, again, he's only 23 years old. So not mad at the pick at all, or the trade at all. I think for the Cowboys, it's a need. They're getting him relatively cheap. And, again, if it works out, fantastic. If it doesn't, You really haven't lost anything.
And I would say our station's resident Buffalo Bills fan, A.J. Hoffman, probably distraught over losing this guy because he'd be distraught regardless. But I'm curious if A.J.'s even aware of who this guy is and what he's able to do.
I'm sure he's aware of him. Again, a first-round draft pick by the Bills. So somebody thought highly of him. He just didn't work out there in Buffalo. We'll see if he works out in Dallas.
Brian Anger certainly has worked out in Dallas. He re-signs last night. So getting Brian Anger to stay in free agency, a nice little contract for him. And if the Cowboys struggle offensively, you need a weapon. Anger certainly is there. I do find it interesting that as the league year starts, the reports are the Cowboys are talking with DeMarcus Lawrence. I really did think that DeMarcus Lawrence was done in Dallas, and he still might be. But I'm surprised they're having conversations, knowing the Cowboys' MO historically and certainly recently with guys like a DeMarcus Lawrence. Dude, we don't want to insult you with a bad offer, so we're not even going to talk to you, kind of like what they did with Zeke.
Yeah, but I think this is a little bit different, Jason, and the fact that you bring a guy like D-Law back, it is a need, but you don't want to bring him back and overpay. So I think you're going to ask, what do you want? What are you looking for? Are you getting any other offers that are what you want? And if not, then maybe we can talk. If not, have a nice day. And it was a pleasure knowing you. So I think it's just one of those conversations in my mind. Zeke Elliott was kind of a – I don't know. It's hard, and I guess Jerry's that way. It's hard for me to imagine this day and age in pro football why NFL teams give a damn about disrespecting anybody. I mean, it's just the business. That's the way that it is, and here's what we're going to offer you. Like it or not, take it or not, or move on.
Well, it's almost like what the Vikings did with Sam Darnold. 1 year, $25 million, knowing he was going to turn that down. But they did make an offer. Sometimes, I don't know what's worse. A bad offer or offer that's disrespectful that says, dude, we really don't want you here, so we know you're going to turn this down, so it's on you for leaving because we tried. We can at least say we tried. I don't know what's worse. It's the business side. It's kind of like what's happening or has happened today with Cooper Kupp and the Los Angeles Rams. He's been released. He was quoted in an article last week saying that he was talking to Sean McVay trying to see if there was anything he could do to stay. He was willing to take less. What can we? And no, the answer was no. They didn't want him anymore, and they didn't offer him a disrespectful deal or however you want to couch it. They're just moving on. The time for Cooper Kupp in Los Angeles is over. Now you start to wonder, where is he going to land? All kinds of reports say a lot of people are going to line up to talk to him. The Dallas Cowboys, according to Jane Slater, are not one of those teams.
Which is interesting to me because I would think you at least want to talk to him. The three teams that were mentioned in multiple stories, and the favorite right now seems to be the Green Bay Packers. They're going to talk to him. The Tennessee Titans, and there was one other, the Seattle Seahawks was the other one that were kind of the front runners for this thing. Look, if you're anybody, I don't know what Cooper Kupp's going to want or what he thinks he's going to make, but why not at least pick up the phone and call him, unlike what you did with Derrick Henry. You pick up the phone, you call his agent, you see what the rate is, what does he want, and you either like it or you don't, and move on. But I don't know why you don't at least make a phone call.
And Cooper Kupp is a great example. Like Joey Bosa signs with Buffalo. 1 year deal, we know he's chasing a ring. Cooper Kupp, when you look at Green Bay's got a chance, the other teams that are high on the list, which I think included, Tennessee and Seattle.
Yes.
They're not getting a ring anytime soon. So what is he after? But when you look at Cooper Kupp's production the last couple of years and the number of games that he's missed, you almost wonder if it's even worth the phone call, kicking the tires, because you get yourself excited over the name and what he was, not what he currently is. And what he currently is right now, if you're the Cowboys or a lot of these teams, you wonder if that is worth the phone call.
Well, or you look at it this way. Cooper Kupp's everybody's telling him he's done. He's finished. He's out. Does that motivate the guy to come in somewhere and have a hell of a year? So you're rolling the dice, but again, you don't want to overpay for the guy. But I would make the phone call and say, hey, what is it going to take to get Cooper Kupp on a one-year deal in Dallas or Tennessee or Green Bay or whatever the case may be. But why not pick up the phone call and at least see what he's willing to do?
And you said one-year deal. He said in that article the other day he wants 4 more years.
Well, he's not going to get a 4-year deal from anybody.
I mean, you wonder. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But again, we hear the name Cooper Kupp and we think was, not what currently is. And for general managers, they've got to keep that in mind too when they're deciding how they're going to dole out money.
He'll end up on a team. There's no question about it. Somebody will sign him. It's just a matter of for what and how many years. I can't see anything past 2 years for Kupp.
I kind of look at like what D-Hop has gotten again. Let's talk about where he's going with his new quarterback as he continues to chase a ring around at the NFL. As I look across the glass, Joe, look at that. We got an engineer in waiting.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is it possible during one short 3-minute commercial break could Halen tighten your microphone?
Wow, we'll see.
I mean, he's a domer. Those Notre Dame types are cocky. He texted me because I said, dude, Joe's got to stop bitching about this microphone. Can you please come fix this thing so he'll stop bitching?
Please.
I don't know. Those things are kind of a pain in the ass, but I'll look at it.
We'll see. That would brighten up my day, Minix, if Halen's able to do that.
Pressure is on Halen.
I might even say something nice about Notre Dame today.
Let's not get ridiculous.
All right, well, that is ridiculous.
You might say something nice about Halen.
I'll say something nice about Halen.
If he's able to get the microphone fixed.
We'll see. The clock's about to start.
I wonder, Pledge, is there a way to keep the video rolling during the break so everybody watching on YouTube can watch Halen trying to fix a microphone? I think we should do that.
I think so.
We should do that. The microphone tightening live on the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. Next, here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Nobody ever plans on getting arrested, but it does happen to a lot of people every day for all kinds of reasons. If you get arrested, you want to get out of jail fast, the best way to do that is by calling my good friend Albert and his great staff at AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text the word bail to 474747, or you can start the bonding process online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else to get out of jail, and you don't want to be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you a PR bond, make sure you truly understand what all those conditions are before accepting it. Your best option for stress-free bail bonds is AA Best Bail Bonds because nobody beats their price. They offer payment plans, a free shuttle service. They're discreet and confidential and open 24/7 with offices all over San Antonio and Texas, services nationwide. So if you're up in Dallas, down in Corpus, changing a microphone, anywhere in between, license number 149, call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121, or go online at mybestbailbonds.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic is back. And it's all about having a great time. Grab your buddies, and ladies too, and hit the course for a fun, laid-back day of golf, laughs, and a little friendly competition at the Golf Club of Texas. Monday, April 14th. It's just $120 a player, or $400 for a foursome. A solid deal for a day of good times with your crew. The Spring Golf Classic benefits the Pan American Golf Association. But don't worry, this isn't some You've crushed it on the course. Join us at the Hangar Bar and Grill on Potranco for the ultimate after party. Cold drinks, great food, and good times with all of your buddies. So grab your spot, grab your crew, and tee off for a day of unforgettable fun. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
Wow! Most cars and trucks can get premium ceramic window film installed by the experts at Mother's Window Tint, starting at just $199. Don't wait! Protect your ride today. Our competitors charge hundreds more, but at Mother's, you get the best quality and value. Call now or visit motherswindowtint.com to schedule your installation. With up to 60 different film options, we've got the perfect fit for every car and budget. Stop by one of our locations and see the difference for yourself. Want to boost your vehicle's security? We've got you covered with advanced systems starting at just $3.99. Call 210-213-2118 today and ask about our alarm specials. Since 1984, we've been the home of the tint and alarm special. Don't wait. Visit Mother's Window Tint today. Call now or go online to book your service. Your car deserves it. Mother's Window Tint. Since 1984. Call or visit motherswindowtint.com. That's motherswindowtint.com. And remember, do it at Mother's and save.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Join the Blitz this Thursday and Friday live from the Round Table Pizza in New Braunfels on Thursday, Stone Oak location on Friday. Have a cheesy slice, talk sports, and enjoy delicious pizza and cold drinks. Plus, score some deals during happy hour starting at 3. We'll see you at Round Table Pizza.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing. Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
I'm at the movies, asking people if they'll switch seats with me for $574.
Here, take mine.
So what about $574 if you switch your home insurance to Allstate?
Too much work.
Not if you call them. They handle the switching.
Now, that's a plot twist.
Shh. Check Allstate first, and you could save hundreds on quality home insurance today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.
Ever feel like everything in life is moving at hyperspeed? Slow things down with the all-new Nissan Murano, an unapologetic refuge amidst the daily hustle and bustle. Re-energize with massaging leather-appointed seats to melt away the tension of a busy day. Escape into your favorite music with a Bose premium sound system, or set the vibe with ambient mood lighting. Because sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Check out the all-new Nissan Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof, ambient lighting, and massaging leather-appointed seats are optional features.
Welcome to Staples.
I hear Staples prints it all for any business?
You bet, and we'll beat any print quote.
So if I had a pizza place...
Staples can print signs, menus, pizza boxes.
A landscaping business?
Oh, we can print yard signs, t-shirts, brochures.
How about a pizza/landscaping business? I'll call it Dough and Mo.
I like it.
Right now at Staples, get up to $250 off your print purchase. Ends 4/5, exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for offer details. Price match guarantee valid in store and staples.com/print. Visit staples.com/price match for details.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic is back. Monday, April 14th at the Golf Club of Texas. Get your slot now. $120 per person or $400 per foursome. The Spring Golf Classic, benefiting the Pan American Golf Association, is presented by Flight by Yingling, sponsored in part by Ensira.com and PPL Motorhomes. The Spring Golf Classic, Monday, April 14th. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio. You got to fix it, Halen. You got to finish the job. Halen doesn't realize he was on YouTube the entire time. It was like a NASCAR pit crew. I think F1 starts this weekend. Halen would have been lapped like 9 times trying to switch out the microphone like it was a tire, but he got it done, right, Eagle?
Man, he got it done. My mic is stiff again. It's not wobbly.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
So it took,
I love that.
I mean, on YouTube, one of the guys, Jose, said, didn't you guys used to run a promo referring to Notre Dame as the Leprechauns?
Yes.
So it took you a leprechaun to get a stiff mic.
What? Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
I'd rather knock it.
Be stealing my lucky charms.
Although Halen, and Halen didn't really. I mean, he fixed your microphone, but he robbed Peter to pay Paul.
That's all that matters, Minix. I don't give a damn about whose microphone that is.
Well, but now that one's broken, and then there was a random screw just laying on the table, and we don't know where it goes.
And again, Halen, you did good. I don't give a damn about that microphone.
Until we need it.
When's that going to happen?
Well, when this one breaks and we go try to, rob Peter to pay Paul, and we realize, well, they're all broke over there.
All I know is this mic is working to perfection now.
Yeah.
So go Notre Dame. Straight to hell.
You caught yourself after you said that going, that actually just came out of my mouth. Huh?
I don't know how that came out of my mouth, honestly. Love Halen, though. Halen's a hell of a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a little misguided, but other than that, he's a hell of a guy.
I know on YouTube, Joe's Toe said, I'd rather watch Halen fix the Aggies. Don't know if that's possible.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's possible. Glad you guys are entertained by that on the old YouTube channel.
Yes. Well, and I'm very happy now. That kind of brightened my day a little bit.
Dude, and he got it fixed.
He got it done.
See, all you have to do sometimes is call somebody out. And he was like, I'll do it later. Like, no, it needs to be done now. Because you had Monday to do it later. And then one of the text messages, I forgot.
Yeah,
get it done now.
See that?
Do it live.
See, it's just you show how important I am around here. I'm not. He forgot about me.
Yeah, but I got you taken care of, man. I got your back.
I'm just saying, man. Way to go, Halen. Is he still in there? No?
Halen left.
It's hard to see him back there because he's not the tallest dude in the world.
Be stealing my Lucky Charms.
There's not many people I sky over. So I like hanging out with Shelton's son for that reason.
Yeah.
He's probably back watching on YouTube to see how bad he looked on screen.
He looked great.
Trying to fix it. I know he was in here bitching going, man, and I look like crap today with this shirt and hat on.
I was in Pledger's room there watching.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
You stayed out of the way.
I did.
In case he needed help.
No, I just wanted to get the hell out of the way.
I mean, handyman matters, and you're like, I'm out.
Dude, I don't make any excuses for that. I can't fix things.
No, but you've got to, did you fix the thing that you got a problem with at the house or no?
No.
Call anybody yet?
No. I haven't. I'm trying to decide who I need to call.
Uh-huh.
Do I call Hill Electric? Do I call Quarter Moon Plumbing? Or do I just call a handyman?
I think this issue is just a straight handyman issue.
Could be. It's my garbage disposal, and it works still, but where the garbage disposal button is that you turn it on, that thing is stripped like the screws are out.
Kind of like your microphone.
Well, yeah, kind of like that.
You just saw how easy it was to fix.
Yeah, I saw how easy it was for him to fix, not for me to do it. But I'm just saying, so and I don't know how to change the screwy thing because the wire's still up in there. So it's kind of like you've been in the hospital, you have those buttons you push for the nurse to come in?
For the nurse to come in or for the drugs to enter your body?
No, for the nurse to come in.
Yeah.
Right? Or either way, I guess. That's how my garbage disposal works.
Okay.
You just have to reach down and press the button like that.
Sure.
And I'm just fine with it. I mean, it can stay that way forever. The garbage disposal works great.
But you just need to push the button, and you got to switch it. You need a new button.
I need a new screw to screw it into the deal where the button goes. But it's not just a screw. It's a round screw, right? You've seen those.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'll get it fixed eventually.
See, what you do is you wait till you have like 6 projects at the house.
Yeah, and then get them all done. Well, I'm thinking Hill Electric just because when I mentioned that to Maggie last night, she goes, well, there's a couple other things that I was thinking about, so let me get a list together. And then
there you go.
Then we'll call Hill Electric over, and then they can just do them all.
Well, I mean, and again, if you're doing that, see, like I've got a handyman coming over Friday morning to solve my bird problem.
Now, how is a handyman going to solve your bird problem?
You
said that last night as you were walking out the door. I'm like, wait a minute. How does that happen?
So I've got this bird that's trying to build a nest. And I'm not going to lose this battle. This bird will not nest on my front porch. So I ordered spikes, some reflective tape, some spray, and all this stuff. And I've got a 16-foot ladder.
Uh-huh.
right? I've got an 8-foot ladder and I've got a 16-foot ladder. I need about a 25-foot ladder to get to that light.
Really?
Yeah, even on the tall ladder. And, I mean, you've been to the house. You don't realize how high that is up there until you try to get on a ladder and go, I'm not even close. Like, I can get on my roof, no problem with my 16-foot ladder, but I can't come close to that light. And 5 years of living in this house, that light's never gone out. So I just realized that my big ladder ain't big enough.
So you're just going to have the guy change the light bulb, too. I would.
I'm going to have him change the light, put up the spikes, put up the tape, do all of that. But to have a ladder and the guy was like, well, we're either going to have to use a ladder or get one of those lift things. And I'm like, well, I don't have either. Well, but whatever it takes, man, come and get this done.
Well, that's his problem.
Well, that's it. He knows what he needs. Because I did not realize that the porch, because you think about my front porch, the entryway, and the ceiling or the roof at the highest point, the light's like way up there, and so I don't know. So I because I got everything and I was just going to do it myself, but even standing on top of the ladder,
you can't reach.
I can't reach. You couldn't reach either.
Uh-huh.
You wouldn't be able to do it either.
Sure?
Yes. I don't even know that Wemby would be able to reach there standing on the ladder, to be honest with you.
So Minix calls a handyman to change a light bulb. I love that. That's awesome.
And to put up spikes. Well, I mean, the reality is I'd have to call somebody when that light goes out because I don't have a ladder that can get up there and change it.
They got poles to do that.
Dude, I mean, it's in the light fixture with the stuff that you I don't know. I have a word with my builder. Or, my wife was like, well, we could just change out the light and get one that drops all the way down.
You could do that.
We could do that. Yeah.
Huh. You need the handyman for that.
Well, no, I'd call Hill Electric for that. That'd be more than just a handyman job.
So if you're listening to Hill Electric, be expecting a couple of phone calls.
Oh, they love hearing from you.
I know they do, man.
You talk about Ryan Eagle calling somebody just to change a light. That was Joe in Hill Electric.
Dude, that's exactly right. I can't lie about that. It was in my stovetop thing, right? The light on your stove.
Yep.
I couldn't figure the hell out how to get that damn light out of there. Guy comes in and goes, whoop.
I'm not a handyman. You're not a handyman.
No.
That's the way it goes.
I don't pretend to be either. And I don't apologize for it. Damn it.
Fred wants to know how long would it have taken Joe to fix the microphone?
It would have never been fixed, Fred.
We're not allowed to do that. And if we were allowed, it would take a week.
Union rules.
Yeah. Even though we're not in a union. But, yeah. Rams release Cooper Kupp. It'll be very interesting to see what the market is for this guy. DeAndre Hopkins, he gets a deal with the Baltimore Ravens.
Yep.
Joey Bosa going to the Bills. And so every year you look at big-name guys at the tail end and where they're latching on. And both Hopkins and Bosa trying to get to a team that can get them to a ring for low money considering what they have made in their careers. And Bosa, going to the Bills, I think he really wanted San Francisco until he saw San Francisco get gutted. It was like, dude, I want to play with my brother, but not that bad. Let me go to Buffalo because I feel like they've got a chance. And with them letting go of Von Miller, there's an opening for an older guy that doesn't produce like he once did.
Well, if he can stay healthy, and I'm talking about Joey Bosa, if he can stay healthy, you talk about rolling the dice on a guy. Because what are they paying him, 12, 13 million? Something like that for 1 year. It's in that neighborhood. So you talk about rolling the dice. The Buffalo Bills are doing that with Joey Bosa. But if he can stay healthy, he can help them out. It's not bad at all. DeAndre Hopkins, you got to figure this guy is flying under a pretty good, his karma's pretty good. You go from Kansas City, you went to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Now you're going to Baltimore. You've got another shot at getting to the Super Bowl with the Ravens. So, man, he's picking and choosing wisely.
Well, and he knows he's not a number one option right now. And he's very comfortable in that role. D-Hop in Kansas City, and I imagine D-Hop will be this way in Baltimore. There's going to be 3 to 5 games next year that he makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. But you need guys like that.
Absolutely.
And clutch catch, although, D-Hop known for his clutch catches in the postseason for Kansas City, he didn't come up with those clutch catches, which was a disappointment, which might be part of the reason why he was looking again. Because what we brought you here to do in Kansas City, you did not get done if you're DeAndre Hopkins. And you wonder if Cooper Kupp is still going to be at that kind of level. And I'm curious what the Cooper Kupp salary is going to be like, because it's kind of an interesting nugget, kind of like with Christian Kirk. Kupp will have made $40.5 million in new money playing 1 year of the 3-year contract extension he signed in 2022. He had $29.5 million and the 2 years left on his old deal. So you wonder if he's thinking, well, I've already gotten paid, so I don't need big money. And if that's the case, then I'm like the Cowboys, you get on the phone with them. But if he's looking for north of $10 million, which I've seen reports around that neighborhood, then I don't know that you want anything to do with a Cooper Kupp.
Well, you don't. And I don't think anybody's going to pay him. So if he's looking for that kind of money, he's probably not going to get it from anybody, much less the Cowboys. So that's what I'm saying. You got to at least make that call. And if he's outrageous and it's something you just don't want to deal with, you tell him to have a nice day. But I think it's worth a phone call. I mean, to not make a phone call like you didn't do with Derrick Henry is just dumb to me. You got to make that call and say, look, as a Cooper Kupp, what do you want? What do you think you have left? I mean, are we going to be reasonable here, or are you going to ask for the moon? And if you're going to ask for the moon, then good luck to you. But if you're not and we can talk, then why not talk? I think it'd be worth it, because I think this guy will be motivated this year. Now, again, Father Time may have caught up with him, and he can't help it. He might get injured again. But I think it's worth a phone call for a 1-year deal. Why not?
It's going to be interesting to see where he ends up. Other NFL news, you saw a lot of money at the beginning of the new league year. The top 25 performance-based pay this past season. These are not necessarily bonuses, but pay distribution. So, there is a pot of money that players that outperform their contract, they get a share of this money. Guy Sherwood with the New York Jets, he was number one on the list, made just over $1 million for a 2021 fifth-round pick. Former Steele High School star and Aggie Jalen Jones, number 2 on this list, plays now with the Colts. He got a little over $1 million today. You go down the list, Tariq Woolen out of UTSA, he's 22 on the list. He got an $841,000 deposit today.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Brock Purdy. Now, Brock Purdy it's almost comical. His little bonus, or whatever you want to call these, damn near his salary. Because, as Mr. Irrelevant. But it's kind of funny when you look at where Brock Purdy is on the list. He's number 16, but he got an extra $857,842 today.
Well, that obviously that helps for a guy like that, right? Who's expecting to get paid something.
Yeah, he's trying to get $50 million, but here's $800,000.
Well, sure, but for now, you might need that. I mean, he lives in San Francisco, for goodness sake. That's a tank of gas, isn't it?
Well, parking.
Goodness gracious. So, yeah, he's probably pretty happy with that, I would assume, and then he can get on and move on. But I like these because, you don't hear about these a lot, and it doesn't count against a team's cap. It's just a performance bonus. And it was props to the 2 San Antonio guys for getting some money.
Well, again, playing well and above your contract, which is awesome. And, you think about the way NIL is today and colleges having to share. I wonder if the colleges could figure out a way to say, dude, if you play here and we're going to pay you, but you make it to the league, we get 1% or 2% of your future earnings to come back to the NIL fund. I wonder if they could work some kind of deal like that.
Well, in the good old land of Oz, that would probably work really nice.
And they got to get creative on ways to generate more money.
Yeah, I just can't see that is going to happen, but need to do something. I mean, these college kids, a lot of them now, a big portion of them making more than Brock Purdy, who's been to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And that's ridiculous.
Yep. Think about all those guys making more than $1 million a year, and Brock Purdy in the NFL is not. Like, can I get a degree and make less?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Can I go? I've got some.
Got a master's degree. It's $21 an hour. What?
I've got some eligibility left. I want to go back to Iowa State.
Make more money.
Iowa State?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of football, the San Antonio Gunslingers have their home opener coming up on March 22nd as they take on the Tulsa Oilers. We got a 4-pack of tickets we'll give away right now to caller number 11, 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Caller 11, you're going to go see the Gunslingers on March 22nd. If you're a business owner, a manager, a club leader, and you need your logo on any kind of gear, get into Sammy's Embroidery and Printing down on San Pedro. If you need caps made, Sam has over 25,000 caps and more than 75 color combinations on display in his showroom just waiting for your logo. And he's got all the popular cap brands like the Richardson 112 style trucker caps, Katie caps, Nike Cap America, to name a few. If you need T-shirts, screen printed, go see Sam. You need your logo on a nice golf shirt, a fishing shirt, any kind of shirt. Sam will get you taken care of. He's got all the big name brands, North Face, Eddie Bauer, Nike, Travis Matthew, Under Armour, Port Authority, to name a few. His spring line is on display right now in that showroom. He also has over 700 uniform lines to choose from. Nobody has better prices, and Sammy is the only company in Texas with one-day turnaround. No order too big, certainly no order too small. All items do come with a warranty. So call Sammy's Embroidery and Printing, 210-824-3900, 824-3900, or go by that massive showroom on San Pedro, 1 mile inside Loop 410, next to Big Lots across from McDonald's, or check the website, samsembroidery.com, for Sammy's Embroidery Club.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
10-yard line, touchdown Vegas, what a wild finish!
Your home for the NFL.
San Antonio, the NCAA 2025 Men's Final Four is coming April 4th through the 7th. Check out Reese's Men's Final Four Friday, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity where you can watch open practices and the Reese's NABC All-Star Game at the Alamo Dome for free. And for the music lovers, March Madness Music Festival, presented by AT&T, Capital One, and Coca-Cola, with 3 days of free concerts, featuring the biggest acts in music at Tower Park and Hemisphere. Visit ncaa.com/men's Final Four.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
Attention passengers, we've reached 10,000 feet and internet is now available for purchase.
I just paid hundreds for this flight, and you can't even throw in internet? I'll just take the free pretzels.
Sorry, but I do have snack boxes for sale.
I'm just gonna sleep.
In that case, we are selling pillows and blankets as well.
I'll just breathe. That's free, right?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
In Texas, your spouse can claim alimony after just 10 years of marriage. Do you know your countdown? I guarantee she does. I'm Gary Barton, owner of Barton & Associates, attorneys at law. If you're considering divorce, it's absolutely crucial to understand your options right now. Don't let alimony catch you off guard. Protect what you've built and secure your hard-earned assets. Visit TexasDivorce.com. At Barton & Associates, we focus on navigating the complexities of divorce law to ensure you're not left vulnerable. Divorce is tough, but you have a choice. Take control of the process or allow your spouse to dictate the terms. If you're serious about safeguarding what you have built and your financial future, Barton & Associates is the team for you. We'll act swiftly and decisively, ensuring that you're not taken advantage of. Call Barton & Associates at 210-500-0000. That's 210-5-MILLION. Or visit TexasDivorce.com. That's TexasDivorce.com.
Principal Office, San Antonio.
Made in America. Highest quality. That's Connecticut Quality Water Softeners. There's a reason Dave Ramsey says a Connecticut is a wise investment for your home.
Trust me, Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison. Connecticut uses less water and runs on kinetic energy.
So there's no computer to break, fewer moving parts, and it works only when you need it.
It was even voted most efficient water softener in the world by the Water Quality Association.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink, $400 off with trade-in, and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country, 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
ConnecticutSA.com.
At Diamonds Direct, we believe luxury is an experience and not a price tag. Luxury is expert guidance. It's the selection of 10 jewelry stores under one roof. It's saving time on endless comparison shopping, and you'll only find this experience at Diamonds Direct. Our luxury showroom has it all backed by our lifetime warranties and our signature best price guarantee. Diamonds Direct is the perfect combination of luxury and value, so you don't ever have to compromise. Learn more at DiamondsDirect.com. Diamonds Direct, your love, our passion.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Nia.
Hi, Nia. It's Jennifer. Did you know that Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, I work here.
Okay. I was just double checking. Get it?
Because Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, you get me, Nia.
You could say that I double get you.
I guess we've taken it too far.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Ready for the ultimate sports fan getaway? 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is headed to Vegas, and we're bringing you along. Why? Because watching the games from your couch in sweatpants just isn't the same. Join Jason and Joe from the Blitz for a mega March weekend you'll never forget or possibly remember. We're talking Vegas here. March 27th through the 30th, we're hitting up Circa Las Vegas for opening day. And the second weekend of the tournament, a.k.a. Sports Heaven, baby. Thursday, March 27th, the party starts with baseball's opening day at the world's largest sports book. That's right, big screens, big games, and big opinions from Jason and Joe. It's basically like watching sports at home, but with no chores and way more pools. Speaking of pools, dive into 6 of them at Stadium Swim and catch all the action on a 143-foot screen. Lock in now. Go to CircaLasVegas.com. Use promo code BLITZ and party with Jason and Joe at Circa Resort and Casino. Sports, pools, Vegas. What could possibly go wrong? San Antonio's Sports Center.
San Antonio Spurs back at it tonight. A couple of bad teams in the Frostbank Center. Spurs and Mavs, 7 o'clock. Jeremy Sohan, Devin Vassell, both listed as questionable. Buffalo Bills are trading Kaiir Elam and a 6th-round pick to the Dallas Cowboys in exchange for a 5th and 7th-round pick. Cowboys, according to Jane Slater, say they're not in the mix, at least for now, for Rams wide receiver Cooper Kupp.
Sports Center brought to you by Synergenics Testosterone and Weight Loss. Synergenicshealth.com.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the 3rd time in 7 seasons. The San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Glad to have you along on this Wednesday afternoon. If you're listening on radio, watching on YouTube, listening on one of the many apps online at sasportstar.com. Hope you're having a great Wednesday.
Absolutely, and thanks for spending some time with us today. Happy Hump Day, everybody.
Hump Day?
Yeah. Hey, I feel a lot better now. Came in here a little cranky, but my microphone is fixed, so all is right with the world.
Mm-hmm.
Go Notre Dame.
You're going to regret that.
I know. You didn't keep the rest of that? Yeah. Go Notre Dame. You suck.
You didn't say that.
Well, I didn't say that. It was a little bit more harsh than that.
What do you mean a little bit more harsh?
Go straight to hell. That's exactly right.
I'm
not a big Notre Dame fan. Have I mentioned
that again, Pledge?
Go Notre Dame.
We get to suck on that all week.
You're going to regret saying that.
Probably. probably.
It's kind of like Rob Thompson. He had something similar to that. Maybe.
Hook 'em. I'm proud of that. Hook 'em.
It happens. It's okay.
Goes with the territory.
Today I'm happy with an engineer who went to Notre Dame.
Exactly. You're
Go
welcome.
Notre Dame.
Let's not get ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let's not get carried away. Speaking of colleges and Texas A&M, even though we weren't really talking about Texas A&M, but with Rob in there saying what he said about Hook 'em, there is a deal going around the internet about a documentary on Aggie legend Dat Nguyen.
Okay.
And I've had, I don't know how many people tag me in that on Facebook. And so this morning, I texted Dat about him to say, hey, is this the doc that they did for A&M Productions? And he said it's fake. There's nothing to it. It's not real. He's like, I don't know why people think they can create content like that, but it ain't real. There's, according to Dat, there's nothing to that. That documentary is still alive on and watchable on A&M's deal, but it ain't going to Netflix. So whatever you're seeing about Dat, and I guess there's been a couple other stories recently about Dat, he said none of it's true. He's happy, as he says, flipping chickens up in the Dallas area with Chick-fil-A.
So he's not going to A&M to coach?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, because that was, in fact, Rob Thompson mentioned that on Saturday when we were there for the chili cook-off.
Yeah, no, it's fake. I mean, I can text him about the coaching thing, but his text this morning was, let's see, it's fake news, not sure who's trying to create all this content.
Huh.
Is exactly what he said.
Interesting. Okay.
So,
well, that's I know it's going to make a lot of Aggies very sad. They'd love to have that win back in Aggie land.
Yep. So I don't know. I know for sure that the Netflix doc is not accurate.
All right.
I'll text him about the coaching thing, but
all right.
He's
happy with the chicken business.
Yep. Exactly what it is. Let's do the Headline Blitz.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. Two guys, two opinions, never enough time.
Big announcement today with the Final Four coming to San Antonio. We also get the March Madness Music Festival, and they announced the lineup. The 3-day music festival, the headliners on Friday will be Pitbull, on Saturday, Jelly Roll, and on Sunday, Chris Stapleton.
Somebody on Twitter said Jelly Roll's stalking me now.
I think it's the other way around.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he's coming to town. I didn't invite him here.
Well,
he probably said, yeah, I met that dude, that Joe Reinagle guy.
Yep.
He's probably telling that story everywhere.
You think?
Yeah.
Because you're the only guy that he's ever met in a bathroom.
I met Joe Reinagle in New Orleans at the Super Bowl.
I mean, yeah. Here's the question I have for the music festival. Because when I look at this lineup, Saturday has a great lineup, right? Jelly Roll will be headlining. You also have T-Pain and others that are playing on Saturday, but the games are on Saturday. So if you've got tickets to the game, I guess you can't go to the music festival. And I guess if you're at the music festival, they'll have the music and then show the games down there, I believe is how it works.
I would imagine so. And they'll probably those games usually start, around 5 o'clock? So something like that. I don't remember right off the top of my head, but if you can't get into the game, which a lot of people can't, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's damn near impossible.
You might as well go see Jelly Roll.
It says the music festival on Saturday goes from 3 o'clock until 8:30.
Okay. All right.
So, I don't know, during game one, you got Jelly Roll?
Or maybe in between games 1 and 2.
It's possible. I don't know. Now, the Sunday lineup, now it's kind of strange because we saw Jelly Roll and Chris Stapleton playing together at the Madden party in New Orleans at the Super Bowl. So apparently they're traveling a lot together. I saw Stapleton with George Strait last summer in Ames. We saw Jelly Roll at the Frost Bank Center.
I saw him in the bathroom.
And you saw him in the bathroom. I saw him at the bar, not in the bathroom, although I didn't talk to him. Reinagle
Actually talked to him, yeah.
Talked to him.
Yeah, we
shook his hand in the men's room. You've seen all of Jelly Roll.
Established a relationship.
Yes. Very much established.
No, I didn't pull anything back. I mean,
careful
it was
now.
Fine.
Careful now. Although the Sunday lineup with Chris Stapleton, I'm more excited about Nathaniel Ratliff and the Night Sweats that are also going to be on the Sunday bill. I saw Nathaniel Ratliff open for the Rolling Stones in Denver a couple of years ago. They put on one hell of a live show.
Interesting music, right?
Yeah, kind of Southern soul. They remind me a lot of like the Revivalists or Mumford & Sons, somewhere in there. Solid pairing with Chris Stapleton.
Cool.
So the Sun, when I look at the 3 days, the Sunday Capital One Jam Fest, that's where I know I'm going to be on Sunday.
All right.
So the music has been announced. Final Four right around the corner. Of course, to get here, somebody from the Big 12 has to win and keep winning. Starts in the Big 12 tournament. And what the hell is up with the floor at the Big 12? It gives me a headache watching.
It's the ugliest thing I think I've ever seen. Somebody put it pretty good, and I don't know if you go back to the Nicolas Cage movie where he's looking for clues to find the Constitution or whatever the hell he's looking for.
The Declaration of Independence?
Yeah, so he said, Nick Cage is going to be here looking for a clue for that map, and which is kind of what it looks like. It's goofy. I don't know what somebody was thinking. National treasure. Thanks, Pledge.
You know, Brett Yorkman, the commissioner, thinks it's become a national story. I love it.
Well, and that's true. I mean, any publicity is good.
I don't know, man. I hope it looks different in person, but on TV, watching, it literally gives me a headache. It's very difficult to watch. A lot of these floors, and I know TCU has had a strange floor. The Oregon Ducks have had strange floors, and after a while, you get used to it. What I've watched of the Big 12 tournament so far, I haven't gotten used to it. In fact, I've just turned it off because literally I'm getting a headache watching that floor.
Well, you'll be watching it all weekend. Iowa State won today, by the way, in game one. Texas is scheduled to play Vanderbilt in the SEC tournament.
Right now.
Yes, going on right now. So
that time of year.
It is that time of year. Selection Sunday will be on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. A WNBA player.
Oh, my.
Apparently, on her Instagram, said that her name is Sophie Cunningham, that she gets asked a lot, why is she not married? And, I mean, she's more known for her pregame outfits than anything. But she put on there, quote, I've received this question a lot. I think it's because I'm a rat and an embarrassment to society. I don't know what that means.
Well, I'm not sure what it means either, but I'm looking at some videos because it's research.
Show research.
And she's kind of goofy, and she's out there. And I say goofy. She likes to have fun. You see her at games, chugging a drink and just doing stuff. And I think
life material.
Well, sure, but I think that's what she's talking about. It's just that she likes to have fun. She's pretty independent, and it doesn't really explain what she means by being a rat.
Yeah, that's I'm not, I guess, hip enough. But she did say, hopefully before I die, she wants to be married. I don't think she should have a problem dating.
Well, I wouldn't think so. I think I could get over the rat part too. I mean, yeah, she's shiny.
Shiny? What does that mean?
Well, she's shiny. She's easy to look at.
Shiny.
Yes.
Okay. Is that a term that was popular in the 70s?
No, it's just that she is. You look at a guy, oh, that car, man, that's shiny. Hey, look at her. She's shiny.
I don't know that I've ever said that or
well,
thought
you
that.
should. It's hip. All the kids are saying
Is that what all the kids are saying?
Sure, they're all saying it now.
All right, kids. What do you actually say now when you see a attractive woman? Do you call her shiny?
I was really surprised because I'm sure I've seen this woman before, but I think she plays with Caitlin Clark now, if I'm not mistaken.
She's with the Phoenix Mercury.
Well, I know, but I think now she plays with Indiana. Doesn't it say that in the I thought it did.
I thought it said Phoenix Mercury. Oh, yeah, maybe. So look here. Welcome, Sophia Cunningham.
So she's going to Indiana to play with Caitlin Clark.
You know, as I'm doing the show research as we speak, if you guys are looking to follow something on Instagram, Sophie_CHAM.
And I recommend it highly.
Yes.
If you're into those kind of things.
Shiny.
Shiny objects.
Careful.
Just saying. It's a compliment.
If basketball doesn't work out, she could be a model.
She could be. She's a very attractive young lady. There's no doubt.
Shiny.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Brooks Koepka does not deny rumors that he's looking to get back to the PGA Tour.
Well, of course he is. And I wouldn't let that SOB in.
What do you mean?
Stay out.
Oh, come on.
Big traitor.
Well,
look, they all think that. And look, and I know when this happened, everybody, well, look at all the money. I'd take that for the money. At some point in time, you're still a competitor, and you want to compete instead of running around with your little beanie and shorts on out there on the golf course.
There's nothing wrong with shorts on a golf course.
I'm just saying, you want to compete. Brooks Koepka is one of the best players in the world. He wants to compete with the best players in the world.
So he made a little scratch and wants to come back?
Absolutely. And
you should let him and his white belt come back. You should welcome that.
Truth be told, they all want to come back. Are you kidding me? John Rahm wanted to come back as soon as he signed the deal. It's like, oh, you got to be kidding me. We're playing what?
As a anti-liver and a PGA type, why wouldn't you welcome him back?
Well, I think it's going to happen.
I think, in all reality, I think welcoming these guys back to the PGA Tour with open arms is the way to go, because maybe it will keep more from going when they realize, some guys went and kicked the tires over there. Grass isn't always greener. And maybe that would keep people from actually leaving, because, when they start coming back, you're going to start wondering why, because clearly it's not as great on the LIV Tour as everybody was making it out to be when they first started that thing.
Money for nothing. That's basically what it is.
And your
There's
chicks
a song
for
like
free.
that, right?
Yeah, Dire Straits.
And that's true. But look, at some point you're a competitor, and they will. Jay Moynihan, the PGA Tour commissioner, said that they're talking, and that President Trump has been a big part of the negotiations to get this thing back together, or a merger, or whatever it's going to be. So that's going to happen at some point in time. But it's
are there tariffs involved?
I would not be surprised.
Crazy. Now, you can wear shorts and a white belt at our golf tournament coming up.
It's encouraged.
April 14th, maybe not. Golf Club of Texas is where we're going to be playing our spring golf tournament, brought to you by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. Get signed up now, sasportstar.com. Register your foursome. It's $400, $100 a player. You can sign up as an individual. That costs you $120, all benefiting the Pan American Golf Association. We're almost a month away. It's March 12th. So get your foursome signed up, sasportstar.com. Injuries do happen. When they do, you can skip the ER and get straight to an Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. The Ortho Now Injury Clinic provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, strains. Conveniently located in the Corey area, they have extended hours Monday through Saturday, on-site x-ray, casting, and bracing. In fact, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, but best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. So if you're injured, get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic. Learn more online at TSAOG.com. That's TSAOG.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is heading to Vegas, and you're coming with us. Join Jason and Joe from the Blitz at Circa Las Vegas for Mega March, March 27th through the 30th. Catch baseball's opening day and all the hoops action at the world's largest sports book. Then take the party to Stadium Swing with 6 pools and a massive 143-foot screen. Book now at CircaLasVegas.com with promo code BLITZ and join us at Circa Resort and Casino. Sports, sun, spirits, and a sure bet for an unforgettable time.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do...
Let's play something, Grandma.
...became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Looking for a place where strangers become friends over great drinks and food? Welcome to The Hangar, Petrenko, your go-to spot for mouthwatering wings, ice-cold cocktails, and an unforgettable atmosphere. Come taste some of the best wings in town, served by their friendly staff with even friendlier cocktails. With 20 big screen TVs for all your sports needs and a gorgeous patio to enjoy the great weather, The Hangar Petrenko has got you covered. Don't miss the official after party for the San Antonio Sports Star Spring Golf Tournament Monday, April 14th, only at Hangar Petrenko, where great food, drinks, and friends come together.
What if your limited inventory had unlimited potential? What if your biggest risk was not taking one? What if you could make every move matter? Bank of America's business solutions can help bring your biggest what-ifs within reach. Find out how our digital tools, cutting-edge insights, and trusted expertise can work for your business. What would you like the power to do? Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank sponsor of FIFA World Cup 2026.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-550-8841. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-550-8841. That's 800-550-8841.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Join the Blitz this Thursday and Friday live from the Round Table Pizza in New Braunfels on Thursday, Stone Oak location on Friday. Have a cheesy slice, talk sports, and enjoy delicious pizza and cold drinks. Plus, score some deals during happy hour starting at 3. We'll see you at Round Table Pizza.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
Attention passengers, we've reached 10,000 feet and internet is now available for purchase.
I just paid hundreds for this flight, and you can't even throw an internet? I'll just take the free pretzels.
Sorry, but I do have snack boxes for sale.
I'm just gonna sleep.
In that case, we are selling pillows and blankets as well.
I'll just breathe. That's free, right?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Nia.
Hi, Nia. It's Jennifer. Did you know that Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, I work here.
Okay. I was just double checking. Get it?
Because Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, you get me, Nia.
You could say that I double get you.
I guess we've taken it too far.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Tomorrow morning at 6, let AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson drive you to work. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. The Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star in studio on this Wednesday. But tomorrow, We'll be at Round Table Pizza in New Braunfels. Friday, we'll be at the Round Table Pizza in Stone Oak.
That's going to be fun. We're going to have lots of good food the next couple of days.
Yes, sir.
So that'll be good.
No pineapple on our pizza.
No, there won't be any of that. But if you want that, I'm sure they'll hold their nose and put it on there for you.
Exactly what they're going to do.
Jeez. Unbelievable.
That was almost funny. Russell Howard is really funny. Comedian coming to the Aztec Theater on March 19th. If you want tickets to go see Russell Howard, we got a pair to give away right now. March 19th, let's go caller 19, 210-656-ESPN. 656-3776. Look at that, two birds from James Pledger. 210-656-3776, caller 19. You get a couple of tickets to go see Russell Howard. If you don't win the tickets, you can always buy them at livenation.com. Cowboys continuing to add to their roster. They're going to sign free agent linebacker Jack Sanborn to a one-year deal. He spent a couple years with the Chicago Bears. Basically, I look at this as Eric Kendricks coming to play for Zim. This is this dude coming to play for Flus.
Yep, he's familiar with him. Look, another young guy, though. He played his first 3 seasons with the Bears. He was undrafted out of Wisconsin, this guy, but Eberflus must like him. So, interesting. Another need, though, that and I'm not sure if this is the guy that will start at that position or not. Perhaps he will, perhaps he won't. But another young guy that the Cowboys are getting, one-year deal. Again, very low risk and a possible reward at the end.
164 tackles, 14 of them for loss with his time with the Chicago Bears. So, ultimately we'll see. More on the Cowboys coming up. Let's talk Spurs and Mavs, though, for a moment because, well, they play tonight. A couple of teams that are tanking. And it's funny when you think about Devin Vassell, and Devin's been playing really good basketball since Wemby's gone out, at least on the offensive end. It's funny because he was asked this morning and was spouting off some stats about just how bad they are defensively, which you can't win playing the way they are winning right now.
Mentally, we just want to get back on the right track. I think they said in March we're 2-6, so we need to change that. They made a comment today. I think they said we're number 1 in offense and last in defense, and it's like there's no way we're going to win playing like that. So we got stuff that we got to fix, and we just talked about it as a team, and it's one thing to talk about it, but we got to fix it on the court.
Yeah, about that, Devin. I'm not sure that it's fixable at this point in time, is it?
Well, I'm not sure that you want to fix it.
Well, it doesn't matter. Look, they don't play any defense. Their offense is fine. Offensively, this team they obviously put up a lot of points, but they're giving up a hell of a lot more. And defensively, they're terrible. Now, you might expect that without Wemby in the lineup because he is your defensive guy. But, they're just not very good right now. And to get beat by the Dallas Mavericks in the condition they're in right now is really, really just kind of embarrassing. I mean, in my mind.
Again, there are very few games on the schedule left for the San Antonio Spurs that you're going to feel like they have a legitimate chance to win. Dallas is one of those, and they lost the other night. And again, for teams that are racing for the lottery, in Dallas right now, they're still in the play-in, which is not what they're trying to do. So, but Dallas, kind of similar. They're playing well offensively, but they're now 500. 3-7 in their last 10. Spurs have lost 3 in a row. They're 2-8 in their last 10. But I don't know. I'm thinking the Spurs probably win tonight, although Devin Vassell was on the injury report. So we'll see. But he talked this morning, so it's probably a good indicator that he actually will play tonight. But, it's just bizarre. And so we're almost at the point, where you got to start looking around going, okay, playoffs aren't going to happen for the Spurs. So when the playoffs start, who do you think is going to win? And, I've been saying for a long time, I think the finals are going to be Oklahoma City and Boston. I really like what Cleveland is doing, and they're having fun. Did you see what they did to their rookie? They filled his car with popcorn because he forgot to bring them donuts. And when you've won 15 in a row, you can have fun like that.
Yeah, certainly the best team in the East, by far, at least record-wise. and they're playing well together. I love that. The Detroit Pistons, though, can I just talk about them for just a minute?
Sure.
In the East?
Uh-huh.
They're playing damn good basketball. Last year they won 14 games.
Mm-hmm.
I look at their roster as it is assembled, and I see a great mix of draft picks and veteran players. And I'm wondering how they can assemble a roster like that and get back it so quickly, and the Spurs can't. A serious question. If you've got an answer for me, I'll listen. I mean, I'm just saying, it troubles me to see a team like Detroit, who has done well in the draft. They've picked well in the draft, but they've also surrounded those draft picks with veteran players like Tobias Harris, for example. Malik Beasley's another guy that they surround them with. You got a guy like Dennis Schroeder, who is on that roster.
I look at what the Spurs tried to do this year, and the Wemby situation does throw a monkey wrench into that because they're not going to win without him. The trade for De'Aaron Fox. But when you look at the last two drafts, I mean, you're going to get 2 rookies of the year in Castle, and you had Wemby last year. But still trying to figure out how Jeremy fits. Josh Primo was the number 1 pick that clearly didn't work. You go back to Devin Vassell, you wonder about his long term. You had Luka and Keldon back in 19. Lonnie Walker, not around anymore. Derek White playing great for Boston. But I do think the Spurs could be like Detroit, especially this offseason. When you get in the lottery, you're going to get another draft pick. And when you've got all that draft capital that they have, do you either make a trade for one of those veteran guys, or are they going to be players in free agency? The idea of skipping steps, I think we're past that and we're ready to build and move forward. This year, a setback with the blood clot that Wemby is dealing with. But I think that trade that they made for De'Aaron Fox when they made it was the Spurs telling us as fans, this year we're gunning for the playoffs. And then, of course, Wemby's done for the season. Would be not at all surprised if over the weekend or on Monday when the Spurs are in Los Angeles, we hear that De'Aaron Fox actually had surgery and he's going to be out for the rest of the year. But I think this was the year they were going to push on that gas pedal to get there, and now we're looking at next year. So this summer, this offseason for the Spurs, probably the biggest in years, is like, all right, we've collected everything we need for the rebuild. Now we got to put all this together and actually go win some basketball games.
If they don't, I mean, there should be an upheaval.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in all sincerity, because I don't know what you're going to do with this team, and how long do you wait? Although Keldon Johnson's playing well, but is that, what does that mean? Keldon Johnson played well before Wemby got here, when this team had nobody. Devin Vassell the same way. I love those guys. I'm a big Devin Vassell fan, in fact, and I don't know what this team is going to look like. Chris Paul's not going to be here, and I don't want him here again next year. And I'm not sure that anybody does or should. Harrison Barnes is another veteran, but it takes a mix. You can't just draft and develop, Dallas. It takes a mix of veterans and young players. I'm thrilled with the De'Aaron Fox trade. I think that was a good move, and maybe that does signal what needs to happen. But Detroit is an example of a team that had 14 wins last year, and now all of a sudden they're in the playoffs,
mm-hmm.
and they're a force to be reckoned with. They're playing good basketball. Granted, they're in the East, and the East sucks. But having said all of that, I mean, it shouldn't take that long if you truly don't want it to take that long. This whole skipping steps crap is just that. If you don't want it to take long, you can rebuild a team sooner rather than later. And if you've got pieces like you've got with Fox and Castle and Wemby, there should be no excuse why this team is not in the playoff mix next year. There should be no and I don't want to hear skipping steps. There should be no steps to skip. You've got a foundation. Now surround those three guys with players that can elevate this team to where it needs to be.
Absolutely. To me, they're at the top of the staircase, and now it's, the whatever you call it, the ramp up. And that's what they need to be doing at this point. The nucleus seems to be there with Fox and Wemby and with Castle. And if you need to say bye to Vassell to get somebody else in that's a better fit with those guys, then you need to do that. Same with Keldon. And I'm still not sure what the hell they're doing with Jeremy Sohan. I don't know how he fits moving forward.
I don't know how he fits either. And keep in mind, that was a 9th overall pick. Okay, that was a top 10 pick. And I don't know about y'all, but I expect a little more from top 10 picks. I do. Is that asking too much?
No.
I'm just saying. I wasn't sure about the pick when it happened. And I'm really not sure about it now. I just don't know. I just don't think this. Look, Castle is a winner. Wemby was a no-brainer. But other than that, what draft picks are we looking at that you could say that was a home run?
Well, their last two. I mean, that's it.
Wemby's a no-brainer.
I mean, that's it. Their last two, because you can question the Spurs and their picks. Now, granted, when they got Vassell, and all right, are we going to build around Vassell? Things change. Primo, that didn't work for a variety of reasons. I mean, let's not forget, in 22, Sohan was the 9th overall pick. You also took Malachi Branham and Blake Wesley in the first round.
Where are they?
So I mean, it's just kind of one of those situations that, you could look at their drafting, but how much of everything changed once you actually got Wemby, and now you've got to get players that fit better around Wemby, and I don't know how well those guys fit around Wemby. It's kind of like when Wemby's rookie year, they wanted to see what he was doing and let him adjust to the NBA game, and I think Pop and the front office is, what is Wemby as an NBA player, and what do we need to go get to accent what he does best? And, I think De'Aaron Fox was a great pick for that. Steph Castle is a great pick for that, and I imagine whatever they do this offseason, whether it be through trades or free agency, will all be how does it all fit around Victor?
Well, it has to. That's your guy, right?
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mentioned Detroit, Cade Cunningham. That's the guy they're building around. But they do it, and they've done it in a way where you've got a good mix of young players and veteran players. And I just don't I don't understand just the draft and develop. And the De'Aaron Fox, I'm going to give the Spurs front office all the credit in the world for that. Great trade, and they did it without giving away the farm, and so maybe that's an indication of what they're going to do and how it's going to be in the offseason. I hope so. I really do hope so. They're going to be in the lottery. The Spurs are. Atlanta will not, so that's out the window. So they're not going to have 2 lottery picks. They're going to have 1, and then whatever they get from Atlanta. But it's time, man. I was sick of it 2 years ago. I'm really sick of it now. It's time to move forward. And you just look at the Detroit Pistons from 14 wins last year. They've got 37 now. They're the 6th seed in the East.
And Detroit
it doesn't take that long.
Doing exactly what I thought the Spurs would do this year, win total wise. And even before Wemby's blood clot, the Spurs weren't there.
No.
Now, we don't have enough of a sample size with Wemby playing with Fox to really get how good they are. But the day after that trade, I said that's the difference between being a play-in team and a playoff team. And we got 5 games with those guys. And then, of course, the blood clot. So, this year you can point to a reason why they're not going to be in the playoffs. Not we're not skipping steps because, health. And all that.
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys, they're trying to put together a team, and quite honestly, they're doing a lot so far through free agency. Maybe not a big enough splash. Let's talk about it. Coming up here on The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Looked at the calendar. It is, March 11th, or is it the 12th? It's the 12th. Well, that means spring's pretty close, right around the corner. And you know what happens here in San Antonio and South Texas when spring rolls around? You get those thunderstorms. The ones with the hail and the rain and the lightning and all of that kind of stuff. Some of them can be pretty severe, and they can take a toll on your roof. You want to make sure and get that roof checked out before those storms arrive. Make sure it's up to date, it's up to speed, it's fixed, it's not broken in any way, shape, or form. Best way to do that is to call Stevens Roofing. They are the absolute best in the business, and Well, there's nobody better, and I know that because they've been in business here in San Antonio and South Texas for a long time, and, well, they're still in business, which means they're doing it right. They are absolutely doing it right. Look, they're from here, and they're a family-owned company. That should tell you all you need to know. Get them out to your home because they're going to do a free roof inspection. All you have to do is give them a call, 210-785-0994. The pros from Stevens Roofing will come out. They'll inspect your roof, and if everything's up to date, up to speed, they're going to tell you have a nice day. If not, they'll tell you what's wrong, and they'll tell you how they can fix it. Either way, you are set. Stevens Roofing. Don't let the Texas weather catch you off guard. Call Stevens Roofing because your roof keeps your family safe, and Stevens Roofing is here to make sure that you are always covered. Stevens Roofing, protecting Texas families one roof at a time. That phone number again, 210-785-0994.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Thursday on the Morning Huddle, it has been a busy week. Spurs, Mavericks, could they overcome the manpower advantage? And, oh, by the way, conference tournaments are busy, too.
And NFL free agency rolls on. Any more big moves for the Cowboys? We'll talk about that and plenty more. Morning Huddle starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Rock's Discount Vitamins and More wants to thank God and San Antonio for making Rock's the king of supplements. Are you losing weight, building muscle, or just getting healthy? Rock's has you covered. Weight loss and muscle building packages starting at just $75. Plus, get a free in-body scan in 15 seconds with the In-Body 270 analysis. Start tracking your results today. The pros at Rock's know their products, how they work, and what's best for your health and fitness goals. Call 210-342-7625 or visit rocksdiscountvitamins.com.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
What if your limited inventory had unlimited potential? What if your biggest risk was not taking one? What if you could make every move matter? Bank of America's business solutions can help bring your biggest what-ifs within reach. Find out how our digital tools, cutting-edge insights, and trusted expertise can work for your business. What would you like the power to do? Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank sponsor of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Nia.
Hi, Nia. It's Jennifer. Did you know that Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, I work here.
Okay. I was just double checking. Get it?
Because Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, you get me, Nia.
You could say that I double get you.
I guess we've taken it too far.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Find what you love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low. It just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love, only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Jackson Hewitt wants you to save money on tax prep. We're saving money by having our intern rap in this commercial.
Don't stress, Jackson Hewitt's got expert tax prep, $149 or less. Yo, some tax guys lie about price. They got hidden fees, that ain't nice. Ain't nice. Don't ignore MC Kevin's rhyme, cause this deal's for a limited time. $149.
For tax prep that's $149 or less, hurry into Jackson Hewitt today.
No cap.
Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Things are just better when you switch to Cricket. The sun shines a little brighter. Happy music starts randomly playing. Best of all, you can get iPhone 13 for just $29.99. With the ultra-bright Super Retina display and up to 19 hours of video playback, all on Cricket's super-fast 5G network. See? Isn't that better? Smile, you're on Cricket.
Requires new account imported on $60 plan. First service charge tax to its sale. $25 activation fee. Terms and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. See store for details.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Along with Joe Reinagel, I'm Jason Minix. On Twitter, at Joe Reinagel210. Tweet at me, at Jason Minix. You can always dial 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. In fact, if you do that now, you're caller 5. You win a 4-pack of tickets to go see the Gunslingers home opener March 22nd out at Freeman Coliseum. You know, seeing on Twitter, the Cowboys were in discussions with Ravens free agent cornerback Brandon Stevens during the exclusive negotiating period. He opted to sign with the New York Jets. 3 years, $36 million is what he's getting from the Jets. Steven?
We're going to be selectively aggressive.
Certainly did that. They make a trade, though, today with Buffalo for a corner, Elam. Now, Pro Football Focus graded Stevens at 55. Elam got a grade of 70. And I think that is truly what Steven is doing and talking about when he talks about being selectively aggressive. You know, they traded a 5th-round pick this year and a 7th-round pick next year to Buffalo to get Elam, who had a decent grade, although when you look at his numbers, former first-round pick, his stats aren't eye-popping, and he certainly hasn't played like a first-round pick, but he has been productive. So a solid, inexpensive secondary pickup for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, $2.5 million is what he's going to make this year. And then it's a team option for next year where he's scheduled to make like $12.5 million. So really an audition year for Elam when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys or anybody else for that matter.
It's a save-your career year.
Yeah, it's exactly right. So we'll see what happens there. I'm not mad at that. Look, I understand going after a guy like Stevens who is a big name and a proven guy, but you're paying him quite a bit of money. If Elam can live up to the billing that he was coming out of college, then maybe you found something. I see what Jerry's doing. Look, they're making a bunch of little moves for not a lot of money. And Shereen Williams said it yesterday. You sign some of these guys and you guarantee them a lot of money. You got to put that money that's guaranteed in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Jerry's just not prepared to do that because keep in mind, whatever Dak Prescott is guaranteed, that's in the bank.
Yep.
Whatever CeeDee Lamb is guaranteed, that money's in the bank. Whatever Micah Parsons is going to be guaranteed, that money's going to have to go into the bank. So, yeah, you can't just say, well, yeah, when it's time to pay, I'll pay. No, it's got to be there.
Yeah, they put them all in an escrow account. So, but also you're saying, you're until the Micah deal is done, you got to make sure you've got the available cap space for Micah. So a solid trade there for the Cowboys today. And, again, they're not going to use all 10 picks, and they traded one of them away today, although they got to pick back a sixth-rounder along with Elam. Then they're picking up linebacker Jack Sanborn, who, again, 1-year deal. He was with Chicago for a couple, 3 years. So, obviously, Eberflus knows him well. Probably a pick that Eberflus wanted. Kind of reminds me of Eric Kendrick coming over last year to be with Zim. I don't know if this guy's good or not. I mean, he's with the Chicago Bears. But familiar with what Flus wants to do, and you need guys like that. And that's, the kind of selectively aggressive moves that the Cowboys are doing. But compared to last offseason, man, the Cowboys are just busy as hell.
They are, and you gotta be happy about that if you're a Cowboy fan. And again, no eye-popping moves for sure, but they're filling some holes with some guys, and if nothing else, they're getting some depth, and which is what they needed. So I'm not mad at these deals at all. I'm really not. And I know fans are going to say, well, it's nothing, it's this or that. I think they're doing a pretty good job. And if you listen to the show at any point in time, I'm about as critical of the Dallas Cowboys as anybody there is. And today, and what they've done in this free agent period, I have no problem with. And I think all of it's needed. So is it enough to get them over the hump? I'm not ready to say that yet, but it does fill some holes. And this team should be a little bit better, perhaps, depending on injuries and how some guys come back than they were last year.
The reality is, hard to tell and certainly way too early to judge. But the moves that they're making gives you some indications of what they're going to target in the draft coming up. The fact that Rico is still available, you wonder if he's just asking for too much money. So there's a chance guys like that could come back, and it's Wednesday. I mean, a week ago, I didn't expect the Cowboys to be very active until Thursday or Friday. Now, granted, they're doing work and not getting Tier 1 guys. They're not signing any bad contracts, and all these contracts are low-risk, high-reward types. And so if they don't work out, didn't cost you much, you brought in some guys. And what they've lost hasn't been quite as critical as it was last year. You know, the idea that, you know, you still got to go out and replace Jordan Lewis. Well, is Elam going to come in and be your new slot corner? The answer to that is yes. Is he going to be as good as Jordan Lewis? I mean, J. Lou is really good, but you got him fairly inexpensively. And I do expect them to go out and try to find another corner. We'll see what they do. Because when you look at like an Andrew Booth, wasn't he a second-round pick at one point? Carson, too, was a high draft pick. So you go from there and look at all the other breaking news like DeMarcus Lawrence. He will not be coming back to the Dallas Cowboys.
Going to the Seattle Seahawks. He's reached a deal with them. I don't see any numbers just yet. Not sure if you do, Jason, but I don't see any numbers. But everybody now reporting this, that DeMarcus Lawrence is headed to Seattle. He is now a Seahawk.
It'll be very interesting to see the numbers for Tank Lawrence. I was kind of hoping that a guy like D-Law, if he'd left Dallas, which I expected him to, that he would go somewhere like DeMarcus Ware and go get a ring. And that ain't going to happen in Seattle. I am not sure what the hell Seattle is doing, because they've made moves this offseason that feel like they're going to tear it all down and rebuild, and then they've made other moves that make you feel like they're keeping the boat afloat. I mean, you get rid of your quarterback and your best wide receiver. You release your cornerstone locker room guy in Lockett. You sign Sam Darnold. You sign a DeMarcus Lawrence. So at least it looks like they want to stay competitive, but they're not a better football team. I mean, Darnold, if he plays like he did in Minnesota, a cheaper version of what you had with Geno Smith. Wow, DeMarcus Lawrence, according to Tom Pelissero, is getting a 3-year deal worth up to $42 million from the Seattle Seahawks.
Wow.
$18 million guaranteed.
Wow. Well, I've said this before. I don't blame the Cowboys for not doing that. I think Tank Lawrence's best days are behind him. So if he resurrects his career in Seattle, God bless him. But I'm not upset with the Cowboys for not matching a deal like that or paying him. Now, there were reports that they were talking.
Yep.
And it may have been that Lawrence came to the Cowboys and said, look, Seattle's offering me this. Do you want to match that?
No.
And Jerry said no.
He spit out his bourbon. It was like,
good luck to you.
I mean, and again, the Cowboys have drafted to replace DeMarcus Lawrence over the last couple of years. Now they got to get those guys to stay healthy. That's the big thing that they've got to do, is those guys have to stay healthy now. So DeMarcus Lawrence officially done in Dallas. This should shock nobody, but it's still kind of a gut punch when it actually does happen, when you get a player that has always said he wanted to play his entire career with one team, but he has run his course. And I'm glad Zach Martin didn't do the same thing, but at the same time, it was time to let him go. And my goodness, could you imagine if Jerry would have given DeMarcus Lawrence another $18 million guaranteed on a $42 million contract?
No. The guy's 33 years old, and maybe he does. Maybe he resurrects his career. Everybody needs a change of scenery from time to time, and maybe this is D-Law's change of scenery, and he'll resurrect his career. But he's an injury problem too, so that's something the Seahawks are going to have to deal with. But we'll see what happens.
Well, he had the foot injury last year, so if he's healthy, he's still going to be solid. But his age and him staying healthy, a 3-year deal for Tank, I don't know that many projected that. He's going to be 33 next month.
That's it. So we'll see what happens. But I'm okay with the Cowboys not matching that deal and letting him walk. And we'll see how these rookies do because no, they're not rookies anymore, but we'll see how these young guys do and fill in that spot because they're going to have to now. They're going to get their opportunity. Sam Williams, Luafau, those guys are going to they're going to get an opportunity now. So we'll see what happens.
And still no word on Micah Parsons.
No. Micah's in Qatar.
Well, I mean,
he's not worried about it.
His agent isn't. They've got phones.
I wonder how a guy like Micah Parsons, though, looks at something like that and what he thinks about it. He's a smart guy. He's got to know that, hey, father time, and sometimes you gotta let guys like that go.
Which is why you got to max out when you can. And again, knowing when your time is up with an organization, obviously Seattle still believes he's got something in and they've got the room to sign him. But like I said, the Cowboys have drafted for D-Law's departure. And so to get the most out of those young guys and see what you really have, you got to get them on the field. And, they've cleared the deck by saying bye to DeMarcus Lawrence. And again, we've been saying it all offseason. Be surprised if he's back, and it would have to be a very, very team-friendly deal for the Cowboys. And that certainly wouldn't be. Happy for Tank, bummed that he's gone. All mixed emotion over there with Tank Lawrence saying goodbye.
Yeah, you're seeing that a lot on with some of the guys that cover the Cowboys on a regular basis. Kind of, sucks. Not surprising to a lot of them, and but seeing him and Zach Martin both gone is going to be a different feel for the Cowboys. But that's life in the NFL, man.
Absolutely. It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The weather is fantastic. Springtime is just about here, and it's time to get the golf clubs out and start playing some golf. And there's no better place to do that than the Golf Club of Texas. I tell you what, if you haven't been out there lately, you haven't been out there. The place is completely different than what you might remember. They have upgraded that golf course beyond belief. Golf cart paths, brand new, all over the golf course. They've resided. The Xeriscape out there is fantastic. It is a beautiful golf course. They have done a great job and spent a lot of money to make sure that that is one of the premier golf courses in San Antonio. And, in fact, you might think when you go out there that it's a private country club, but it is absolutely not. Open to the public 7 days a week, and you're going to get treated like a king when you go out there. They've got some of the friendliest staff that anybody has in the city of San Antonio or anywhere around here. Golf Club of Texas it should be on your list of must-play golf courses. Do you know it was designed by Lee Trevino? That golf course was designed by Lee Trevino, and it is absolutely fantastic. What I love about it's a fair golf course, challenging golf course, but it's fair. And I love that being a golfer. You go out, you play. If you play well, you'll score. If you don't, well, you're going to pay the price. That's for sure. And once you play golf, you want to have lunch, have a few drinks. 10 Cup Bar and Grill is the best place to do that. It is fantastic. The food is great. The drinks are flowing. It's awesome. Golf Club of Texas even has a bar outside. It's a round bar with TVs all over the place. Fantastic place just to hang out before, after, whatever for golf. Or if you just want to take the family out there for dinner, it's a great place to do that. Either way, you need to get out there. But I would recommend that you go to golfclubtexas.com, golfclubtexas.com. I'd go right now and make your tee time for this weekend. Or if you can take a day off, take Thursday or Friday off, make a tee time for then as well. Great place. Go play some golf. It's the Golf Club of Texas. You know exactly where it is. It's right there off Briggs Ranch Road, off Highway 90. Whether it's for dinner at the 10 Cup, around with your buddies, you want to have your next tournament like we're doing on April the 14th, the Golf Club of Texas is the place to do it. Again, best rates always online at golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, the friendliest golf course in Texas.
Taking you home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
The Valero Texas Open is a can't-miss event. Here's your chance to enjoy food, drinks, and the world's best PGA Tour pros as they tee it up at TPC San Antonio. You won't want to miss the next defining, unexpected, and winning moments at the Valero Texas Open. Proceeds help us continue a long-standing tradition of giving back to our community.
Buy tickets on ValeroTexasOpen.com and join us April 3rd through the 6th.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
Attention passengers, we've reached 10,000 feet and internet is now available for purchase.
I just paid hundreds for this flight, and you can't even throw in internet? I'll just take the free pretzels.
Sorry, but I do have snack boxes for sale.
I'm just gonna sleep.
In that case, we are selling pillows and blankets as well.
I'll just breathe. That's free, right?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Nia.
Hi, Nia. It's Jennifer. Did you know that Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, I work here.
Okay. I was just double checking. Get it?
Because Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, you get me, Nia.
You could say that I double get you.
I guess we've taken it too far.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
George gets justice. At George Salinas Injury Lawyers, we are the ones you can trust. With over 100 years of combined experience, we are committed to helping people in our local community. Get George Salinas Injury Lawyers and put our experience to work for you and your case. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers today at 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com.
Things are just better when you switch to Cricket. The sun shines a little brighter. Happy music starts randomly playing. Best of all, you can get iPhone 13 for just $29.99. With the ultra-bright Super Retina display and up to 19 hours of video playback, all on Cricket's super-fast 5G network. See? Isn't that better? Smile, you're on Cricket.
Requires new account and port in on $60 plan. First service charge, tax to its sale. $25 activation fee. Terms and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. See store for details.
Okay, I have to tell you. I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Whatever you love, find it on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
Methodist Care Now Urgent Care has 18 locations throughout San Antonio, open 7 days a week. From injuries and illnesses to school and sports physicals, Care Now Urgent Care is here to help you feel better fast. Find a location near you at carenow.com and use our convenient web check-in today.
The Blitz is going to Vegas. Come along for an unforgettable Mega March weekend at Circa Las Vegas, March 27th through the 30th for opening day and the second weekend of the tournament. Thursday, March 27th, celebrate the start of the baseball season and watch all the games at the world's largest sportsbook, plus the ultimate March Hoops experience. Take in the action in the 6 pools and the 143-foot screen at Stadium Swim. Book now and use promo code BLITZ at circalasvegas.com. And join Jason and Joe at Circa Resort and Casino.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, we can now say former Cowboys defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence is now a Seattle Seahawk. He's reached a deal with them on a 3-year deal. Cowboys, though, have been active. They made a trade with the Bills today, acquiring Kaiir Elam and a 6th-round pick in exchange for a 5th and 7th-round pick. That 7th-round pick is next year. They also have agreed with linebacker Jack Sanborn. Used to play for the Bears. He's now a Cowboy.
This SportsCenter update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
Joe Reinagle.
That's the 3rd time in 7 seasons, the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagle. I'm Jason Minix. Lots going on with the Dallas Cowboys. All the talk about Tank Lawrence, the former Cowboy. And, you know, the idea that Tank Lawrence now signs with Seattle, Andre Darty used to be with the Cowboys, is now the Seahawks defensive coordinator. That makes sense. And with Zach Martin gone and Tank Lawrence gone, Dak Prescott, the now longest tenured Dallas Cowboy.
Wow.
Think about that.
How about that?
Think about that. But the Cowboys aren't done. Ian Rappaport, Cowboys, finishing stages of a trade for Titans linebacker Kenneth Murray. The teams are swapping late-round picks. Now, Kenneth Murray, former Oklahoma Sooner, out of Missouri City, Texas.
26 years old, young guy. Haven't seen any numbers on this guy. I'm sure those will appear here shortly, but I think another safe pick probably for the Dallas Cowboys. But another linebacker, another need for the Cowboys. And look, I don't know, and again, nothing eye-popping here for Dallas, but you got to be impressed with the activity of the Cowboys. After doing absolutely nothing last year, they have been extremely active in the first 3 days of this free agency frenzy.
Well, and again, you look at Murray coming out of Oklahoma, was a first-round draft pick in 2020 for the Chargers. Played for the Chargers, played okay. Then he signs a 2-year deal with Tennessee last offseason. He was named a team captain to start the 2024 season. Played 14 games till he broke his wrist late in the year, and obviously that ended his season. 95 tackles, 3.5 sacks, had an interception with the Titans last year. And again, Tennessee, they're cleaning house, getting rid of some stuff. Not sure what his contract status is after that 2-year deal. But this was a guy that was voted as a team captain. That says a lot. And another former first-round draft pick that, quite frankly, hasn't quite lived up to his expectations, although in 4 years playing in the NFL, 73 games, he's got 271 tackles. Linebacker, again, another need that they are addressing, and you could classify this as...
We're going to be selectively aggressive.
And they are selectively aggressive. They've been extremely aggressive, but it has been selective. And by that, now maybe we know what that means. It's nothing huge, but it's guys that are former first-rounders. We've had several of those happen, and guys that aren't expensive. And I think all of that sets up because, well, they've got Micah Parsons waiting in the wings. Now, according to, who's this, NFL, I don't know what I'm looking at here. Ian Rappaport's who I'm looking at. It's exactly. Murray signed a 4-year, $12 million, just about a $13 million rookie contract that included a $7 million signing bonus when he signed with Tennessee. Contract included a 5th-year option for the Chargers to pick up in 2024, but they declined it. So he's coming out of Tennessee and caught on with the Titans back in March. So he didn't start with the Titans. Just learning about these guys because I'll be honest with you, I haven't heard of any of them.
Well, Murray, I remember from Oklahoma. Not really what he's done in the NFL. But again, seeing he gets with the Titans and, as a team captain. And what I find interesting is the Cowboys have made a number of trades, and as opposed to signing outside free agents. Interesting with what they're doing, and they're addressing problem areas. So when you talk about filling voids, you think about what Jerry had said the other day, taking him at his word. He said he did not plan to fill voids in free agency. He's doing it through trades, though, and taking some of those later picks and using those. And if you're the Cowboys front office, you gave up a 5th and a 7th for a former first rounder. Whatever this draft pick ends up being, and I haven't seen what it is, and it's probably, according to Ian Rappaport, swapping late round picks. So you're getting a former first rounder and giving up a late round pick, but also getting a late round pick. You got to credit the Cowboys for doing some good work. You can't be mad at the Cowboys' effort right now. Again, might not be the big splash player, low risk, high reward, selectively aggressive, but you're also filling areas of needs where those voids were. I mean, they're helping their defense, which, again, you look at these moves and apply it to what they might do in the draft, new head coach is an offensive guy and your offensive coordinator. So are you helping out your new defensive coordinator and Matt Eberflus with trades and other work during free agency, because you're going to have a very offensive-heavy draft coming up in April?
I think that's exactly what you're seeing here. You've gotten 2 linebackers in a corner just today, right? So you're addressing some of those needs. Look, the Chargers traded up to get this guy back in 2020. Traded up with the Patriots. And they draft him with the number 23 overall pick in the 2020 draft. So
this tweet from Shireen Williams is gold. Stand by. Temper your excitement on this Murray guy. Shireen Williams tweets, Titans beat writers are wondering how the team got anything for Kenneth Murray, so the Cowboys will get to see if they can, quote, coach him up.
So not exactly impressive. Well, I mean, the Chargers didn't like him. They declined the 5th-year option. He's gone. Tennessee picks him up in March, and according to the beat writers, they're not impressed with him either.
It's interesting, and again, we've seen this happen where a guy goes from being a complete bust on one team or two, and they get into the right situation and they turn out to do something. Some guys are late developers. I don't know. This guy might be a core special teams guy, and maybe that's how he makes his bones, but a very low-risk, high-reward potential move for the Dallas Cowboys, which seems to be their MO at this point. I mean, not everybody's going to be a bust and then end up like Sam Darnold, have one good year and be able to cash in, although we've seen that happen before in the league. I can't say that I remember anything that Murray has done at the NFL level, but I certainly remember what he did at Oklahoma.
Well, that's interesting. Again, you don't know. It's a low-risk, high-reward type of situation. I'm just happy the Cowboys are doing something. Now, whether any of these guys pan out or not remains to be seen, depending on what the Cowboys do, but they are concentrating a lot when it comes to free agents and trades on the defensive side of the football, which tells me again, and with the fact that Rico Dowdle is not coming back.
Well, he hadn't signed anywhere yet, so I guess there's still a chance.
Well, I was, and ironically, I saw a report today that the Patriots are interested in one Rico Dowdle. That would be ironic, wouldn't it, since that's where Zeke Elliott went?
It's possible, but also if Chubb ends up in Pittsburgh, could he end up in Cleveland, because they're going to be needing a running back. They're also going to need a quarterback.
Well, they are, and Russell Wilson is on his way to Cleveland right now as we speak, which might indicate that all the reports about Aaron Rodgers going to Pittsburgh could absolutely be true.
Let's talk about that. Coming up here on The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. As you scroll through social media, easy to find yourself bombarded by bad news, hot takes, picture-perfect families, people with their humble professional updates. Hard not to get wrapped up in how everyone else is doing. But imagine how you would feel if you spent just 45 minutes focused on how you are doing. Cerebral.com is a website you need to go to, because at Cerebral, they make it easier than ever to access dedicated therapists and doctor-prescribed medication that's personalized for you. And Cerebral offers in-network care so you can focus on feeling better without worrying about the cost. In fact, 72% of people say they felt better in just 12 weeks. Make time for your mental health. Sometimes you just need to talk to somebody, help you to manage some stress or anxiety, a life transition, a relationship, be present and focused. And Cerebral makes mental health care easy, accessible, and more affordable, all for the comfort of your home. Cerebral is proud to be an official sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs. And just like athletes prioritize their physical health, mental health is just as important. And Cerebral is here to help you build a strong foundation for your overall well-being. Take the first step today. Visit Cerebral.com to see how affordable and accessible mental health care can be with insurance. Cerebral. Make time for Mind Time.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother got life insurance from Ethos, and it only took 10 minutes. And he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
All right, guys, summer is coming. You could hit the gym, but you're probably going to say, I'll start next Monday. Here's what you need to do. You need to get M-Sculpt Neo from Dr. Connie Hires. It burns fat, builds muscle, and tightens up your abs, your arms, even your butt and your legs. And guess what? She can do it, too. Couples who sculpt together, well, call 210-494-8446 or go to findyourbeautiful.com. FindYourBeautiful.com, because Dad Bod season is officially over, and Dr. Connie Hires is here to help you get ready for summer.
The Easter Bunny? He's lost his dazzle. His tail? Flatter than a pancake.
Yeah, no more poof, see?
And those eggs? They're supposed to be spiffy, colorful, full of magic, but they're drab, streaky, like they've been kissed by dust bunnies.
And when the cabbage we're shelling out for eggs, they ought to be the cat's pajamas. But nope, everything's on the fritz, and we know why.
Hard water.
Nasty build-up, filmy gunk. It's giving the whole shebang the heebie-jeebies.
It needs a Connecticut. Their non-electric, high-efficiency water softness make water the bee's knees. Your skin, smoother than a gangster's alibi. And eggs?
Gleaming like gold in a G-Man's pocket.
For a limited time, get a free reverse osmosis drinking station, $400 off with trade-in, and 0% interest for 12 months. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country, 210-656-PURE. That's 210-656-PURE.
It's a limited time, so hop to it, see?
License number 38961.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Nia.
Hi, Nia. It's Jennifer. Did you know that Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, I work here.
Okay. I was just double checking. Get it?
Because Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, you get me, Nia.
You could say that I double get you.
I guess we've taken it too far.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do
Let's play something, Grandma.
became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The St. Patty's Day parties at the Roo Pub are legendary, and this year it will be the biggest ever, spanning 2 days. Sunday, March 16th, it's a crawfish boil, all you can eat for $10. Then on St. Patrick's Day Monday, it's a block party. The green beer will be flowing with live music starting at 2 with Irish Goodbye. Finding Friday takes the stage at 5. DJs inside both the Roo Pub and Angry Elephant. Plan now to celebrate St. Patrick's Day the right way at the Roo Pub and Angry Elephant, 281 in Redland Road.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first at 888-ALLSTATE or allstate.com. Like, you know to check you have gas first before road tripping through the desert.
Empty? Seriously? Maybe I can walk.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So if you want to save money, check Allstate first at 888-ALLSTATE or allstate.com.
Maybe I can't.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It is The Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. You know, Monday is St. Patrick's Day, and we will be live out at the Roo Pub at 281 in Redland Road. No better place to go celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Their St. Patty's Day parties are legendary. In fact, on Sunday, they're doing that all-you-can-eat crawfish boil. All you can eat for $10, starting at 2 o'clock until they run out. Then Monday, we'll be out there with the green beer flowing. So St. Patrick's Day, the Blitz, live out at the Roo Pub, 281 and Redland Road. Tonight at the Roo is their steak night, where you can get a Minix ribeye for $19.95. 12-ounce ribeye, your potato salad. I mean, it's a great deal and a great steak. You can also get a great drink.
Yeah, you can, of course. It's a Rheinegel Stiffy is what they're calling it. Tequila? What else is in that thing? It sounds absolutely refreshing.
I just want you to read the tweet or text you just got from your daughter.
Tequila, soda, lime with a splash of OJ. Sounds pretty good. And as a matter of fact, I'd like to have one of those right now, as a matter of fact. I got a text from my daughter, my oldest daughter who lives in Colorado, who obviously saw this on Facebook, the Rue Pub Steak Night special of the Minix Ribeye and the Rheinegel Stiffy. They pair well together, by the way. And she asked simply the question, isn't a Rheinegel Stiffy why you're not allowed in 6 different Applebee's locations? And I said, well, maybe. Maybe that's true. And then she texts back and says, or why you have 5 children.
Yes.
So it's my daughter. She's such the comedian, right?
Well, she knows you well.
She does.
It's an aptly named drink.
So, but it honestly sounds good. I mean, it really does, doesn't it?
Well, I mean,
tequila, soda with a splash of OJ, some lime.
Yep.
Sounds fantastic. I can't wait to get one of those. As a matter of fact, depending on, I may just have to stop by there tonight and sample that.
I think you should.
I think so.
I think you should.
Interesting.
Are you going to bring the baby?
No. I'll just text my wife, and she said the baby's thoroughly enjoying the formula we got.
Oh, good.
How about that?
Good. So it stopped crying?
I guess.
The baby stopped crying when you left.
I'm not exactly. Maybe that was the problem.
Joe had a rough morning.
Rough morning.
You needed a stiffy drink.
I need a stiff drink, yes. I got about an hour and a half or so till I can stop somewhere and get a stiff drink. It's hump day, man. Everybody deserves a stiff drink on hump day. And a Rheinegel Stiffy be a perfect. Go get you a steak, the Minix ribeye. Minix.
It's perfectly marbled.
You can get Minix's meat and my Stiffy all in the same place. How about that? Enjoy, everybody.
Tell your server there at the Rue Pub you want Minix meat and a Rheinegel Stiffy, and you're going to get slapped.
And you might. You don't even have to say anything. I bet you there's little deals on the table. You just say, I want that.
You just walk in and say, you know why I'm here.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Oh, appreciate the fine folks at the Rue Pub doing that for us.
They got a sense of humor like your daughter.
Of course they do.
Absolutely.
Yes.
What's funny is what's happening in the NFL world with the 2 big-name quarterbacks, both likely, I say likely, both headed to the Hall of Fame. But the end of their career is different. So Russell Wilson is got a visit scheduled for Cleveland and with the New York Giants. At what point do you just go enjoy the money that you've made in Sierra? Because why would you want to go, if you're Russell Wilson, to either the Giants or the Browns?
Look, and I think I told you this during the break. If I'm Russell Wilson, I'd take a shot at Cleveland.
What happens to quarterbacks that go to Cleveland?
Well, they usually go to die, but either way, I mean, look, they had a top 3 defense last year. So the defense is good.
And Pittsburgh's defense wasn't shabby.
Myles Garrett is back. Depending on what Nick Chubb does, speaking of stiffies, Nick Chubb, we'll see what he does, whether he ends up back with Cleveland or not. They've got a hell of a tight end. I don't know what they're going to do with wide receiver, but of the 2, if I'm Russell Wilson, I would prefer Cleveland. That's just me.
Now, all indications, especially if Russell is going on visits, and if Cleveland wows him, and look, Cleveland's known to overpay a lot of people. If Cleveland wows him, maybe he never even goes and visits the New York Giants, but all signs do point to Aaron Rodgers landing in Pittsburgh with the Steelers, which, when you look at it, makes a lot of sense. Your head yesterday exploded when we talked about it. Ryan Clark went all Lion King about this morning on Get Up.
I think that Mike Tomlin can work with anybody. I think the personality of Mike Tomlin is to find the best in any situation in order to help his team reach its fullest potential. But let's say you put Scar on the team. You know Scar from the Mufasa movies and Lion King,
Explain
right?
this.
Here it is. Mufasa is trying to be Scar's brother, right? Do you know what Scar's name was before Scar?
I don't.
It was Taka. Do you know what Taka meant?
No.
Garbage. Wasted. That's exactly what could happen if you bring Aaron Rodgers in there. You can have a wasted season. You can have a garbage season. You can have a locker room that has to adjust to not only Aaron Rodgers, but Arthur Smith and Aaron Rodgers trying to figure out who's going to win the battle of what they want the offense to be. We know what Arthur Smith wants. He wants to run the football. He wants to get into play action pass. That's not the way Aaron Rodgers likes to play football. So it isn't about the personality of Mike Tomlin mixing with anybody, because he can coach anybody, relate to anybody. He can motivate anyone. But does it work with the X's and O's? And when the X's and O's don't work, and Omar Khan, the general manager of the Pittsburgh Steelers, says, okay, this piece isn't working, do we have to start it all over again in Pittsburgh and find a new quarterback? Yes, it looks great, right? It looks great that you got DK Metcalf and George Pickens out there, but you got 2 crash outs. So you're going to have 2 crash outs at wide receiver and then add the quiet crash out at quarterback? Hell no. This is not something that I feel in my soul as someone that loves the black and gold. I don't get all warm and tingly thinking about this.
Okay.
We're going to be like the Pride Lands. You know what the Pride Lands was?
Yeah.
That's where Scar and the Hyenas was.
That's the dark area.
That's where we're going to end up, where the shadows are cast. Nobody want to be where the shadows at, Greenie. Timon and Pumbaa ain't coming to save us.
So I don't think Ryan Clark wants Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I'm not sure how many times I've agreed with Ryan Clark, but I completely agree with him. And this should tell you all you need to know. The Jets were so anxious to get rid of Aaron Rodgers, they eat $49 million by getting rid of Aaron Rodgers. $49 million. I mean, that ought to tell you everything you need to know about Aaron Rodgers. And if Pittsburgh wants to take that on, God bless him. He is a destructive force, and I can't imagine anybody wanting this guy.
I think he's a bum.
Honestly, I don't understand it. But if Pittsburgh wants to take that shot, then more power to him.
Well, and again, if you're Pittsburgh, and I do agree with Ryan Clark, it's either going to be a complete disaster or they're at the very least going to the AFC Championship game. No, they are. I mean, 'cause Aaron Rodgers can be that kind of a difference. Mm-hmm. They've got everything but a quarterback. And when you look at the options that are out there right now at quarterback, unless they pull off some sort of trade, unless, I don't know, Kirk Cousins got his roster bonus today from Atlanta. Do they make a trade with the Falcons? What quarterback options do the Pittsburgh Steelers have right now that can utilize the weapons they have? They've got 2 great wide receivers, and there's a lot of rumors that they're about to get a Nick Chubb. Now, if you get a Nick Chubb, is Aaron Rodgers the right quarterback for that? But he is the best quarterback available right now. And it's a short-term deal, so it's not long-term. Can you deal with it? Can Mike Tomlin, can Arthur Smith, can they deal with Aaron Rodgers for a year or two with, to use Jerry's terms, going all in? Because you can't go in there with a substandard quarterback with that kind of talent and expect to win.
Well, who's to say Aaron Rodgers not substandard? He's an old man at this point in time.
He is.
I mean, he is. He's old. He's an old man who had a couple of good games with the Jets last year. Whoop-de-frickin-do. I mean, honestly. So you expect Aaron Rodgers to go in there and find the fountain of youth with the Pittsburgh Steelers?
I'm not saying find the fountain of youth, but these are very similar situations when you look at Tom Brady going to Tampa. That was a team that just needed a quarterback. Pittsburgh is a team that just needs a quarterback. If he makes 5-6 throws a game, that's it. That's all he's got to do.
5 or 6.
Five or. I mean, I know he'll have a lot more than that, but if Aaron Rodgers is still going to make those clutch throws when you need it. Dude is that talented. And when you look at the options that are out there, who are you giving the keys to that car to?
Well, I'd have to look and see what's out there because I would certainly go looking for somebody before I sign Aaron Rodgers. I'm not worried about the talent. He's probably got enough talent to be good. What I'm worried about is all the other crap that comes along with Aaron Rodgers. That's what I worry about. And if you're Mike Tomlin, you've got a culture in Pittsburgh that you've worked long and hard to develop. And you bring in a cancer that just spreads throughout. And that's what I'm worried about more so than anything else with Aaron Rodgers. Talent-wise, perhaps I'll give that to you. Maybe you're right. He would be the guy, but the other stuff outside is that worth it? Is that worth it? I don't think it is, but if Mike Tomlin thinks he can handle that, then more power to him.
It's worth it if they get to a Super Bowl.
Well, they're not getting to a Super Bowl. They play in the AFC. They ain't going to a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers unless Tom Brady decides to come out of retirement or, I don't know, Ben Roethlisberger comes back.
I mean, even their damn kicker said, I'll play quarterback. All I got to do is just throw it up. Pickens or Metcalf are going to be down there.
No kidding.
I mean, but when you look at the idea of what Aaron Rodgers might do with Pittsburgh, especially if they get Chubb, and you think about the cancer in the locker room, same thing was said about Russell Wilson in Denver. Remember, he showed up in Denver and had his own trainers and an office, and his teammates couldn't call him. They had to go through a guy to get to him. You know, Mike Tomlin just dealt with a diva in Russell Wilson. And, you know, they're not bringing him back because he didn't play well enough, and they lost Justin Fields. That's why, like, all signs point to Pittsburgh. And as much as I hate the Steelers, I hope he signs there, and it's the train wreck I hope it is. But at the same time, for a year, can Aaron Rodgers set aside some things to go prove everybody wrong? And you could see Aaron Rodgers' personality being able to do that. I'm going to go prove everybody wrong. I'm not ending my career the way it ended with the New York Jets.
Brett Favre is trying to talk him into going to Minnesota because he wants him to follow the same path as Brett Favre did. I could see that. Look, I mean, again, I don't really give a damn about Pittsburgh. I hope Rodgers goes there, and I hope they finish 3-14. Honestly, I do. So I really don't care what happens to him. But again, Aaron Rodgers is a guy that has burned so many bridges. And when the Jets say it's worth $50 million for us to get rid of this cancer, that ought to tell you everything you need to know. And bring in Justin Fields. I mean, there you go. They traded Aaron Rodgers for Justin Fields. I hope he goes there. It would be a clown show deluxe.
In yellow pants.
In yellow pants, yes.
You know, we don't often do shout-outs this way. But Claymore, great friend of the show.
Yes.
He tweets at Joe Reinagle 2-0, at Jason Minix. Y'all better give a shout-out on the airwaves to my son Caleb. He's part of the Cole Middle School choir that's singing the national anthem at the Spurs Mavericks game tonight.
Outstanding.
That is outstanding, except for Claymore's a Mavs fan.
Yeah, but that might be the best part of that game tonight, the national anthem.
It really might be. And hats off to Cole Middle School. I'm actually impressed that Cole Middle School is doing the national anthem tonight. I would think, Friday is Military Appreciation Night for the Spurs presented by USAA. But I imagine they've got all kinds of military stuff lined up for that night. But hats off to you. Do well tonight. Probably, like you said, more entertaining than the actual game.
No doubt. As long as we're giving shout-outs, can I give another one?
Sure.
Nick Trey, our PR guy, wants to shout out Gabe and the Four Tops for just signing up a foursome for our golf tournament.
Just now?
Just now.
Gabe and the Four Tops.
Gabe and the Four Tops.
All right. If you want to sign up for the golf tournament, we'll give you a shout-out. Why the hell not? SASportsStar.com. Our golf tournament coming up on April 14th at the Golf Club of Texas, presented by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. $400 for your foursome. That is $100 a player. You can sign up as an individual. We'll find your friends. That costs you $120. Presented by Ancira and PPL Motorhomes. It's going to be a great time. April 14th out at the Golf Club of Texas. Again, presented by Flight by Yingling. Get signed up now at sasportstar.com.
You know where we're going to be tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Round Table Pizza, the New Braunfels location. That's where we're going to be, and I'm excited about that, heading out to New Braunfels. We haven't done a show in New Braunfels yet since I've been here with San Antonio Sports Star, so I'm excited to get out there and see the fine folks in New Braunfels and to see the Round Table Pizza in New Braunfels. It is fantastic, and there's a lot of things going on at Round Table Pizza this weekend. Obviously, they've always got great deals. They've got delicious food, but this weekend they've got a fun-filled weekend ahead. In fact, right now, and it will start tomorrow, Thursday through Sunday, they've got a limited-time pizza deal. All right, from Thursday, beginning tomorrow through Sunday, when you buy any large or extra large pizza, you're going to get 6 garlic twists absolutely free. That's perfect for a big family dinner, game night, weekend get-together, whatever it is. But you don't want to miss out because it is a limited time only offer, okay? Sunday at the New Braunfels location of Round Table Pizza, they've got a fun event for the whole family. In fact, at 7 o'clock Sunday night, they're hosting a car meet where you can bring the family out, check out some amazing cars. You can enjoy the great atmosphere and, of course, the delicious pizza that's there. It's more than just a car meet. It's a community event with food, fun, and good vibes. Again, the Blitz at Round Table Pizza, the New Braunfels location. I'm talking to you, New Braunfels. You're going to come out and show out tomorrow at Round Table Pizza. Watch the Blitz live, 2 to 6. We will be there, get some great food, great fun, all that stuff. Round Table Pizza is the best pizza in town. By the way, the New Braunfels location is 675 North Business Interstate, Highway 35 in New Braunfels. Come on out and see the Blitz tomorrow.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic is back. And it's all about having a great time. Grab your buddies and ladies too. Hit the course for a fun, laid-back day of golf, laughs, and a little friendly competition at the Golf Club of Texas. Monday, April 14th. It's just $120 a player or $400 for a foursome. A solid deal for a day of good times with your crew. The Spring Golf Classic benefits the Pan American Golf Association. But don't worry, this isn't after you've crushed it on the course. Join us at the Hangar Bar and Grill on Potranco for the ultimate after party. Cold drinks, great food, and good times with all of your buddies. So grab your spot, grab your crew, and tee off for a day of unforgettable fun. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
San Antonio, are you ready? The 2025 NCAA Men's Final Four is coming to the Alamo City. The NCAA Men's Final Four Fan Fest, presented by Capital One, brings fun for all ages. Fan Fest is a sports wonderland of interactive games with celebrity and athlete appearances, giveaways, and much more. Come ready to play April 4th through the 7th at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. The event is free for kids 12 and under, Capital One card holders, military personnel, and 2025 Final Four ticket holders. Visit ncaa.com/men's Final Four.
Rocks Discount Vitamins and More wants to thank God and San Antonio for making Rocks the king of supplements. Are you losing weight, building muscle, or just getting healthy? Rocks has you covered. Weight loss and muscle building packages starting at just $75. Plus, get a free in-body scan in 15 seconds with the In-Body 270 analysis. Start tracking your results today. The pros at Rocks know their products, how they work, and what's best for your health and fitness goals. Call 210-342-7625 or visit rocksdiscountvitamins.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Davis Law Firm secures important verdicts and settlements for Texans hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck. Many in the millions of dollars. No case is too big or too small. And remember, there's no fee unless we win. So if you want more, call the Fours. Davis Law Firm San Antonio, 444-4444.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Jason Minix here from the Blitz. That's exactly what I did. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home and make price-boosting upgrades. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home evaluation. That's Orchard.com.
In Texas, your spouse can claim alimony after just 10 years of marriage. Do you know your countdown? I guarantee she does. I'm Gary Barton, owner of Barton & Associates, attorneys at law. If you're considering divorce, it's absolutely crucial to understand your options right now. Don't let alimony catch you off guard. Protect what you've built and secure your hard-earned assets. Visit TexasDivorce.com. At Barton & Associates, we focus on navigating the complexities of divorce law to ensure you're not left vulnerable. Divorce is tough, but you have a choice. Take control of the process or allow your spouse to dictate the terms. If you're serious about safeguarding what you have built and your financial future, Barton & Associates is the team for you. We'll act swiftly and decisively, ensuring that you're not taken advantage of. Call Barton & Associates at 210-500-0000. That's 210-5-MILLION. Or visit TexasDivorce.com. That's TexasDivorce.com.
Principal Office, San Antonio.
Hey guys, want to be a hero? Get her a mommy makeover. $2,000 off this month. $1,000 off a tummy tuck. She gets her confidence back. You get the best thank you ever. Win-win, right? Call 210-494-8446 or go to findyourbeautiful.com.
Spring break in South Texas isn't complete without a visit to Six Flags Fiesta Texas. And 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star has free tickets all week long. Listen to the Morning Huddle for your chance to score free passes to the park. It's spring break, fun-filled and action-packed. Don't miss your shot to win from the Morning Huddle and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The San Antonio Gunslingers, home opener March 22nd at the Freeman Coliseum. They take on the Tulsa Oilers. We got a 4-pack of tickets we're giving away right now. Caller 9, they are yours. 210-656-ESPN. 656-3776. Caller 9, you're going to the Gunslingers home opener with a family 4-pack of tickets. It is the Blitz. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. I chose caller 9 in honor of good friend Datwin.
Datwin,
yes.
Datwin. Uh-huh.
Let's clarify some rumors about the great Datwin.
Let's do it.
Social media rumors that are out there. 1, there's not a Netflix documentary coming out about Datwin. 2, he's not going back to Texas A&M to coach.
Well, it's interesting that you say that because at our chili cook-off on Saturday, there was some talk about that. I think I can't remember if it was Rob that said it or somebody said it to Rob about that, and they were excited about the fact that Datwin might be going back to Texas A&M to coach. But he says no, huh?
Look, I've texted Dat earlier today when, I don't know, like 4 different people tagged me on the Netflix deal, and he said, fake news, not sure who's trying to create all this content. Downside of social media. Any truth to the stories I've seen about you going back to A&M? Same fake news.
Not going back. He's working at those Chick-fil-A's.
Yep, and raising his kids and having fun. So, you see that. There's no truth to it. Now, A&M did a fantastic documentary on Datwin year ago or so, maybe a little bit longer. And it's fantastic. That is still available, but that's not going to Netflix. So I'm texting with Dat I believe what Dat's telling me. He says that's not true. I'm going to believe that.
Yeah, why would he lie to you? He
Yeah,
wouldn't.
he's
No,
not.
he wouldn't do
Definitely,
that. So
definitely
I'm glad
not.
we cleared that up because it's interesting because I know there's some Aggies that were excited about that, the fact that he might be going back there to coach. And so that's not true, Aggie fans. Sorry.
Nope. As of right now, not happening. Not happening. And here, I mean, guy had so many opportunities to coach. And he was a coach with A&M, and then he was a coach with the Cowboys. And I know when he was working here, he had a variety of different opportunities. But that's a guy that's loyal to two organizations, the Aggies and the Cowboys. He didn't want to wear another shirt. Couldn't bring himself to wearing another shirt, but also the coaching lifestyle doesn't fit with the family lifestyle that he had with his daughters and the twins that were born while he was working here. And so, no, he's having fun doing the Chick-fil-A thing.
Well, I don't blame him. I'm sure that is a lot of fun. Chick-fil-A's
and lucrative,
very successful.
Yes,
Chick-fil-A's. Every one you go to's got a line a mile long. So good for him. Dad's just a nice guy. Obviously, I don't know him that well, but he's always been very kind to me and seems like a very nice guy.
Certainly good people. Now, you look around the NFL and all the different moves that are happening and getting into the Tier 2, Tier 3 type players in free agency. You know, all the stuff that happened during the legal tampering period, you're starting to see things official, like the Eagles just, made official on social media because it's not official until they tweet about it. That, the trade for Kenyon Green is done. So, you're seeing a lot of stuff that we've already known. Stuff that was agreed to is now being finalized. And then you're going to start seeing those Tier 2, Tier 3 type of signings. And, you look at, say, a guy like Rico Dowdle. Where does he end up? Doesn't look like it's going to be back in Dallas. But the Cowboys, they did add a running back, but Williams is not a every down running back. He's a running back by committee piece. So are the Cowboys going to go find another running back in free agency or make a trade, because that's what the Cowboys have been doing a lot of lately? Or is it a signal that they will draft a running back probably in the first 3 rounds? And we were just talking during the break about J.K. Dobbins and what J.K. Dobbins could do for Dallas if he can be healthy and play like he did last year with the Chargers.
I think it would be great. I think it'd be worth taking a shot. Now, I don't know what he's going to command or what what he wants, but well, I'm just getting news. I just Googled his name, and it says it looks like he may sign with the Denver Broncos. J.K. Dobbins to sign with the Denver Broncos. There you go. The Right Way Sports Network, whoever that is, they're saying this. So take that with a grain of salt, but it appears that J.K. Dobbins may be on his way to Denver.
Well, I saw that he was talking with a couple of different teams, all that need running backs. The question for him is, how much are you going to invest in a guy who has had one really good, healthy year? I mean, the guy could barely walk upstairs in Baltimore, and then he gets out with the other Harbaugh and crushes it. But what's the market for Rico? Where's a good landing spot for him? And at some point, the Cowboys will surprise us and make a splashy free agent move that you don't expect them to. I don't know what position, what player, and it might not even be this offseason, because those guys that you felt like would have deserved that, you hear the Cowboys have been in conversation with guys, but then you see 3 years and $30 million or more on a deal, and you go, well, I know the Cowboys weren't going to do that. But one of these days, they actually will. They'll be in the conversation and go, you know what? You're worth it. And you wonder, a guy like Nick Chubb, who looks like he's going to Pittsburgh. But what would Nick Chubb do for Dak Prescott and this Dallas Cowboys offense? And I'll go back to what Zach Martin was saying at his retirement press conference, his rookie year. You know, back when we ran the ball, it was easy for him to adjust to the NFL. That's what the Cowboys need. Whether they draft somebody, Bo Scadaboo, or go out and get a Nick Chubb type of back. Not saying it would be Nick Chubb, but somebody like that you know can wear down defenses and defenses always have to respect the run game. Last year, the year before that, to a degree with Pollard, but certainly last year with Rico, you saw the opposing defenses did not respect the run game.
Not at all.
They didn't.
No.
And that makes life tougher on your quarterback, in this case, Dak Prescott. But that's every team that doesn't have a threat at running back, their quarterback's life is made more difficult.
Well, yeah, and again, and this is not a shot against Dak Prescott, but Dak Prescott is not as mobile as he once was. And a good running game is going to help him tremendously. He can't escape the way he used to. He can't run with the ball the way he used to. And that was before this latest leg injury, so I don't know what that's going to do, if anything. But my point is a good running game will help your $60 million a year quarterback. I mean, it just will. It helps every quarterback. So they've got to go out and take this seriously. It looks like they are as far as the running game goes with the signing yesterday. Of a third down guy, basically, is what he is, the guy they signed yesterday. So you go out and either draft one or go out and get a guy that can be your bell cow running back. It only helps everybody else, in particular, number 4.
Well, I mean, you look at what a great running game has done for Josh Allen, what a great running game has done for Detroit. I mean, you look around, quite frankly, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I mean, think about how much better Jalen Hurts played when they added, I don't know, Saquon Barkley, Lamar Jackson with the Derrick Henry in the backfield. I kind of thought at the beginning of free agency, Najee Harris might be a good spot for the Cowboys, but that didn't happen. So, all right, now we're at the tier 2, tier 3 type of running backs. Will the Cowboys go get one of those kind of guys?
I tell you what, and again, health is an issue, but boy, J.K. Dobbins, I always, and I've said it before, I think he would be fit really well in Dallas. Now, if the report is true that he's headed off to Denver, so be it. Another good spot for him, and obviously Sean Payton, the great Sean Payton, is thinking that J.K. Dobbins is going to be okay. So that should be enough for you two guys to say, oh, well, if Sean Payton says so, we're in.
Well, I mean, there you go. Well, and again, Jerry Jones. So if Sean's interested, he should be interested.
Exactly.
Of course, they got to replace Williams, who left to go to Dallas. That's what it is. I mean, and then you look at what the Cowboys have done, and we're only going to find out if these guys are worthy or not. Again, all low risk, high reward potential. But you think about what the Cowboys have done today with some trades. They've added 4 defensive players who are former first-round draft choices. I mean, that's again, 4 guys that haven't worked out with their teams and certainly haven't lived up to the expectation of being first-round draft choices. But when you look at, adding in who they added today, Kenneth Murray, Elam through trade, who's a corner, Peyton Turner, and Solomon Thomas. Now, most of the fan reaction has been negative, or if you're looking at other beat writers, credit the GMs for getting something for those guys, because you wouldn't expect them to be able to do that. The Sanborn looks like a good signing. Elam and Murray, adding those guys, guys that cover those teams, crediting their front office for getting a trade from the Jones for doing that. But, again, low risk for the Dallas Cowboys.
Look, I'm not mad. They're being aggressive selectively, and I think that's good. There's a great tweet that Clarence Hill retweeted from a guy by the name of John Owning. He says, the Cowboys are like the girl in college who only dates reclamation projects that she can try to fix. So there you go. That's the Cowboys. They've got some reclamation projects they're going to try and fix. But if they do, even if they fix 2 and 2 don't work out, then I think you have to call it a success. Now, if all of them don't work out, then, well, it was a bust. But at least you tried. And if you can get just a couple of those guys to stick and resurrect their careers, then I think it's okay. I really do.
Going off of that, some of these guys, I mean, you're a first-round pick, and it doesn't work. Taco Charlton comes to mind.
Yeah.
Right? Now, when you look at what the Cowboys are likely going to end up paying these guys, it isn't much, and it's certainly not first-round money. Can any of them be better than what Taco Charlton did, who's now in is he still in the UFL? I'm not really sure if he's still in the UFL. I know he was in the UFL last year, but he's not back in the NFL. I mean, that guy was a complete bust, and that happens to a lot of teams. So can the Cowboys try to coach him up? Go back and you look at what Eberflus has done with some defensive players. Back when he was on the Cowboys coaching staff, when he was with the Colts as their defensive coordinator. I know he wasn't a successful head coach with the Chicago Bears, but they were coaching up guys in Chicago that were these reclamation-type projects and turning them into something. So at least you feel like if you're Steven and Jerry, you can bring these guys in because you have great teachers. You've got great coaches who have proven they can develop players that were cast off somewhere else before. And Eberflus has done that throughout his NFL career as a coach.
And obviously these guys are talented. You know, they were all high draft picks. So somebody thought pretty highly of them to begin with. So, look, I think the shot is worth taking. You're not spending a lot of money, which Jerry and Steven will tell you they can't do. So, I'm not upset with the Cowboys for what they've done. We'll see if it works out or not, but for now, at least they're giving it a shot. They're bringing in some players, filling some needs, and if nothing else, depth. And so I'm okay with it.
So we're giving them credit for activity.
I am, and giving them credit for not overspending on high-priced talent and bringing in some guys that, well, you're taking a shot with. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but if it doesn't work, you really haven't lost anything. I mean, you're not putting up a whole heck of a lot if these guys don't work out. So I'm not mad at them. I would like to see a bigger splash, but you know what? They got to sign Micah Parsons.
Yeah. Speaking of bigger splashes, I was at the beach this weekend enjoying things. But when you're at the beach, especially in March, you realize dad bod season is still in full effect, and some of those guys probably shouldn't have taken off their shirt. As you get ready for, you know, man, I feel pretty good about myself.
Yeah, I hear you.
Dude, I had to go buy new pants because my 34s are now too big after seeing Dr. Connie Heyer's plastic surgery and med spa and going through M-Sculpt Neo. 34s are too baggy. 32s are a little too tight. You know how hard it is to find 33s?
Yeah, it's difficult to do, but that's okay because it keeps working.
Yep.
And that's the thing. They told us that. I was surprised. I didn't know that. But they told me after the last session, I know they told you the same thing, that, look, this keeps going, and your muscles have a memory, and it will keep burning fat and keep tightening up the stomach muscles. I love it, and I feel great, and I don't have that barrel sticking out of my shirt anymore.
No, and again, M-Sculpt Neo for you as a guy, for the lady in your life, and like I did abs, Joe did abs. You can do your arms, you could do your butt, you could do, any of the areas that you're looking at, although I think more of the ladies try to focus on the backside. But whatever you're into, M-Sculpt Neo certainly works. Now, you think about some of the great benefits, because over there with Dr. Connie Heyer's Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, she does it all. Mommy Makeover this month, $2,000 off. You can get $1,000 off of a tummy tuck.
And if you're doing liposuction, and they do that awake liposuction, which is really cool because the recovery time is, cut in half. But your first area is 20% off, second area 30% off, third area 40% off. So she's giving stuff away over there right now. The deals are rolling.
So call 210-494-8446. Make sure you tell them that the Blitz told you to call, or if your lady calls, make sure she knows to tell them the Blitz so you get those specials. 210-494-8446 or online, findyourbeautiful.com.
When you think San Antonio sports, think 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Your home for the Cowboys. KTFM Floresville and SASportsStar.com.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Nia.
Hi, Nia. It's Jennifer. Did you know that Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, I work here.
Okay. I was just double checking. Get it?
Because Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, you get me, Nia.
Or you could say that I double get you.
I guess we've taken it too far.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Welcome to Staples.
I hear Staples prints it all for any business.
You bet, and we'll beat any print quote.
So if I had a pizza place...
Staples can print signs, menus, pizza boxes.
A landscaping business?
Oh, we can print yard signs, t-shirts, brochures.
How about a pizza/landscaping business? I'll call it Dough and Mo.
I like it.
Right now at Staples, get up to $250 off your print purchase. Ends 4/5, exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for offer details. Price match guarantee valid in store and staples.com/print. Visit staples.com/price match for details.
From a fender bender to a total loss, Davis Law Firm has a team of expert attorneys ready to get you back on the road with the verdict or settlement you deserve. Y hablamos español. Want more? Call the Fours. Davis Law Firm, San Antonio, 444-4444.
The Blitz is going to Vegas. Come along for an unforgettable Mega March weekend at Circa Las Vegas, March 27th through the 30th for opening day and the second weekend of the tournament. Thursday, March 27th, celebrate the start of the baseball season and watch all the games at the world's largest sports book, plus the ultimate March Hoops experience. Take in the action in the 6 pools and the 143-foot screen at Stadium Swim. Book now and use promo code BLITZ at circalasvegas.com and join Jason and Joe at Circa Resort and Casino.
Do you ever scroll through social media only to find yourself bombarded by bad news, hot takes, picture-perfect families, and yet another humbling professional update? It's hard not to get wrapped up in how everyone else is doing, but imagine how you would feel if you spent 45 minutes focused on how you are doing. At Cerebral, they make it easier than ever to access dedicated therapists and doctor-prescribed medication personalized to you. The best part, Cerebral offers in-network care so you can focus on feeling better without worrying about the cost. In fact, 72% of people say they felt better in just 12 weeks. Cerebral makes mental health care easy, accessible, and more affordable. Cerebral is proud to be an official sponsor of the San Antonio Spurs, and just like athletes prioritize their physical health, mental health is just as important, and Cerebral is here to help you build a strong foundation on your overall well-being. Take that first step today. Go to Cerebral.com to see how affordable and accessible mental health care can be with insurance. Cerebral. Make time for Mind Time.
Transform your water with Connecticut. For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station, $400 off with a trade-in, and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Don't wait. The offer ends soon. Call Connecticut today.
Looking for a place where strangers become friends over great drinks and food? Welcome to The Hangar, Petrenko, your go-to spot for mouthwatering wings, ice-cold cocktails, and an unforgettable atmosphere. Come taste some of the best wings in town, served by their friendly staff with even friendlier cocktails. With 20 big-screen TVs for all your sports needs and a gorgeous patio to enjoy the great weather, The Hangar Petrenko has got you covered. Don't miss the official after-party for the San Antonio Sports Star Spring Golf Tournament Monday, April 14th, only at Hangar Petrenko, where great food, drinks, and friends come together.
Hi, everybody. It's Joe Reinagel. You know, now is a great time of year to get your roof inspected and ready for our crazy spring weather. Be it hot, cold, rain, or hail. Who knows what Mother Nature has in store for us this year? Call Stevens Roofing at 210-785-0994. You know, your roof protects your home and your family. A quality roof overhead means comfort, confidence, and certainly peace of mind. Now is the time to get your roof ready for spring. Call Stevens Roofing at 210-785-0994 or go to stevensroofing.net.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the Cowboys have been active. You got to give them that. In fact, they're finalizing a trade with the Titans for linebacker Kenneth Murray. They completed a trade with the Bills today. Kaiir Elam and a 6th-round pick going to Dallas in exchange for a 5th and a 7th-round pick. Linebacker Jack Sanborn agrees to a 1-year deal with the Cowboys. He comes from the Bears. And the Cowboys, according to James Slater, the NFL Network, not in the mix right now for Wham Drop.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the 3rd time in 7 seasons. The San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Want to finish the thought about the Whams?
That Wasco Wabbit. Wow. The Whams.
The Whams
have released Cooper Kupp. James Slater says the Cowboys are not in the mix. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you, and tip your waitress. That Wascal Wabbit.
I'm glad we're in the final hour. You're getting loopy already.
Loopy.
And you've yet to have a right angle stiffy today.
Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. Wait for that every day.
Wake up with that, don't you?
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes.
You see, at his age.
Well, thanks to my good friends at Synergetics. Yes.
I think I'd be alarmed if I didn't wake up that way. It is the Blitz. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Glad to have you along here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. If you're watching on YouTube, appreciate that. You can always subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel.
Yes, you can. And please do. A lot of good comments always in there. If you haven't checked out our YouTube channel, you need to. We got a great community of good folks in there that are pretty wacky wascals themselves.
Are they now?
Yes.
All winners.
Wacky.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe I just went full Elmer Fudd there on that Sports Center. The Whams.
The Whams, huh? Oh, professional broadcaster.
Wow.
Toe Reinagel.
Whams.
Uh-huh.
Dude, I've seen some hiccups with professionals before. A lot worse than Wascal Wabbit.
Absolutely.
And Whams.
It does happen.
It does.
Let's go behind the scenes a little.
Okay.
See, Reinagel is trying to get every second out of that sports center.
Yes, I am.
He doesn't want to leave any of that music bet on the table.
No.
I don't know. How long is that? 30, 35 seconds?
About 30 seconds, right?
How long is that bed? And he does like to prove that he can go longer than 30 seconds.
Exactly.
Right?
Every
or
now
is
and
he
then.
going to take it right up to 30 seconds
Yes.
before it's over?
Of course.
Right? But if he can get that one last story in, that one last thought in, that's the goal. He doesn't want to leave it short.
I like to pull it in and out.
You what, Pledge?
I like to pull it in and out. That Wascal.
Yeah.
Woo.
And if you're not sure about the Stiffy Reinagel, our friends over at the Rue Pub, based on a conversation we were having the other week, and I'm not even sure about what we were talking about, but they turned something Reinagel said into a drink special there at the Rue Pub.
I think I mentioned spiffy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And all of a sudden it turned into a stiffy.
Yeah, because you couldn't say spiffy.
Spiffy.
So the special, the drink special at the Rue Pub should actually be called a Reinagel Spiffy.
No, stiffy's fine.
Stiffy's fine. Although it doesn't seem like it's that stiff of a drink.
Well, it's tequila.
Okay.
So that's stiff enough.
Is it really?
Sure.
It's like a ranch water with tequila.
No.
It's kind of what it is.
It's got tequila.
Uh-huh.
It's got lime.
Uh-huh.
A little splash of OJ. And soda, I think, right?
Yeah, sure.
Which are ingredients?
It's a ranch water with tequila.
That's not ranch water's just tequila and something else.
Well, they've added they added the shot of OJ for you.
Little OJ and a little lime too.
Yeah. So
ranch water. That's compared to a Reinagel Stiffy.
Oh yeah, no, I mean you
nothing.
You want to go all in and get the Stiffy.
You know, I really do want to hear some reviews on this. When y'all go by the Rue Pub and you get your steak tonight and your Reinagel Stiffy, I want some reviews tomorrow.
Yeah,
I do.
Well, I know. I mean, you should go out to dinner tonight. I'll probably be there. It's 5:06, within 2 hours.
I would very much like to be there for dinner tonight, but I have a little a baby at home.
Well, your baby can go in public.
Well, no, it's fine. I have no problem with it.
Yeah, you do.
It all depends on the.
As long as it's not crying in the Rue Pub.
Well,
we'll kick your ass out.
Depends.
Get that Minix ribeye today, $19.95 for 12-ounce ribeye.
It really is a hell of a deal.
It was a great steak too. I had it 2 weeks ago. Wife, she's like, well, "We going tonight?" Yeah.
Hey, and the Reinagel Stiffy's only $4.95.
That's it.
You can have a bunch of those.
Absolutely.
Make me jealous.
Of course, Monday we'll be live at the Rue Pub for St. Patrick's Day.
Well, they're going to have the Stiffy on display then.
The steak is every Wednesday. I believe you can get a stiffy Reinagel any day of the week.
I'm glad you can there. That's good. That's awesome. I mean, I seriously am gonna have to try one on Monday for sure if I don't make it out there before then, which I plan to.
Mm-hmm.
I have to try my own drink, don't I?
You really need to.
I've tried your steak, and it's delicious.
The Minix ribeye is fantastic.
It's always like my meat big. It's good, and it is a big steak, by the way. But I've yet to try the.
Well, I mean, in fairness,
RS.
They put it on the menu this weekend.
I like that. It's going to come to give me an RS.
Nobody's going to.
Everybody will know what the hell it is.
No, you got to ask for a Reinagel stiffy, not just any normal stiffy. It's got to be a Reinagel stiffy.
I got no problem ordering that.
Seven days a week, you can get the Reinagel stiffy.
Yes, well, that's good to know.
Fred Villarreal. Stiffy Joe is available every day.
Well,
Uh-huh. Comments on YouTube are hilarious. Sorry, got a little distracted by that.
Dude, I just got a warning on my phone from the Bexar County government public information. We're going to do a red flag warning.
Well, you know, it's windy outside, sir.
Is it?
So they don't want you to burn because it could cause fires.
I've been in here for too long, I guess, and haven't looked outside, but I thought that was interesting. Emergency alert in Bexar County.
Windy, and it's a fire alert.
All right.
That time of year.
You knew this already, huh?
I did.
Well, I wasn't planning on going home and burning anything, so I'm good.
Don't throw your cigarette out the window. Smoking a cigar on the front porch. Be careful. Going to get windy. Things are dry. Things burn. Red flag warning.
All right.
You know, all the people like Ryan saying we need a review from Reinagel on the Reinagel Stiffy.
Well, and I'll give you one.
I don't want Reinegel's review. We want your review.
Well, and I do want yours too, but I'll give you a review. I mean, I know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, just from the ingredients.
No, because there were so many texts going back and forth, I kind of quit reading them. You know, that's the problem with group texts. If you're part of a group text and you look and you go, oh, man, there's like 17 messages there. I'm not going back and reading through the entire thread again. So how much input did you have on the Reinagel Stiffy?
I had some input on that. Yeah, I did. Absolutely.
All right.
Yes.
Good. Because I can't say that I read the entire thread.
The splash of orange juice is what's going to make that thing. Mwah.
Yeah.
Right there. Mwah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's a perfect touch, by the way. My compliments to the Roo Pub for the splash of orange juice.
They went all out for you.
Yeah.
Cowboys have been extremely active. Let's go through a list of the additions. The subtractions, that list not very long. Let's talk about it coming up here on The Blitz, here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. If you are having any issues at the house with your plumbing, your AC, you know there is one company to call, and that is Quartermoon Plumbing, Heating, and AC, 210-651-5899. Obviously, if you're calling a plumber, in most cases it's an emergency. Good news, they're experts at worst-case scenarios. Big job, small job, residential or commercial, their service trucks are fully stocked, and they have all the equipment needed for any job. No commission sales reps that provide estimates and second opinions, and they've got a great experienced staff that has earned an A-plus ranking with the Better Business Bureau. Now, it's not all emergencies. Sometimes you need to call them for preventative maintenance, especially this time of year when you're thinking about your air conditioner. Now, at Quartermoon, they don't do a lot of specials, and clearly with this price, they're not overly creative. They're doing a pre-summer AC inspection for $58.99. happens to be their phone number. I can only imagine the meeting over there at Quartermoon where they were trying to figure out, well, let's do a special. What's the price going to be? How about the phone number, boss? And Joel said, okay, $58.99. A capacitor inspection, indoor coil inspection, outdoor coil inspection, filter inspection. Check all your proper temperature levels to make sure your AC is ready before the oven gets turned on here in the next couple of months. 210-651-5899. 651-5899 or online at quartermoonplumbing.com.
Ready for the ultimate sports fan getaway? 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is headed to Vegas, and we're bringing you along. Why? Because watching the games from your couch in sweatpants just isn't the same. Join Jason and Joe from the Blitz for a mega March weekend you'll never forget or possibly remember. We're talking Vegas here. March 27th through the 30th, we're hitting up Circa Las Vegas for opening day. And the second weekend of the tournament, a.k.a. Sports Heaven, baby. Thursday, March 27th, the party starts with baseball's opening day at the world's largest sports book. That's right, big screens, big games, and big opinions from Jason and Joe. It's basically like watching sports at home, but with no chores and way more pools. Speaking of pools, dive into 6 of them at Stadium Swim and catch all the action on a 143-foot screen. Lock in now. Go to CircaLasVegas.com. Use promo code BLITZ and party with Jason and Joe at Circa Resort and Casino. Sports, pools, Vegas. What could possibly go wrong?
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio where I've practiced for more than 30 years. And San Antonio has really grown since I started practicing law. The risk of injury in a car crash today is greater than it's ever been, because every day we're forced to share our roads with 80,000-pound 18-wheelers and some truly dangerous drivers. If you or a family member is injured in a car crash, know this: the insurance companies are mobilized against you. They have highly trained adjusters and a long roster of attorneys with one job: pay as little as possible. Their techniques are extensive, and I believe you have zero chance of obtaining a fair recovery on your own. If you're involved in a car crash, you need to hire an attorney as soon as possible after the collision and before you speak to the insurance company's adjusters. Now, I do not have a comic book nickname. I do not call myself the Law Eagle, the Tiger Lawyer, the Law Chupacabra. I think the practice of law needs to be taken more seriously. If you've been injured, call me, Jason Thompson, for a free consultation. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or my website, alawyerforus.com.
All right, guys, summer is coming. You could hit the gym, but you're probably going to say, I'll start next Monday. Here's what you need to do. You need to get M-Sculpt Neo from Dr. Connie Hires. It burns fat, builds muscle, and tightens up your abs, your arms, even your butt and your legs. And guess what? She can do it too. Couples who sculpt together, well, call 210-494-8446 or go to findyourbeautiful.com. FindYourBeautiful.com, because Dad Bod season is officially over, and Dr. Connie Hires is here to help you get ready for summer.
At Diamonds Direct, our experts go the extra mile to ensure you have the tools to say I do with absolute confidence. Our promise to you is a completely risk-free shopping experience rooted in transparency, education, and integrity. No pressure, no intimidation, just clarity and confidence in your purchase. But we're about more than just price. Everything is backed by our exclusive guarantees. Put our tools to the test against any competitor, and our expert staff will ensure you get the very best overall value and unforgettable experience. Learn more at DiamondsDirect.com. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Join the Blitz this Thursday and Friday live from the Round Table Pizza in New Braunfels on Thursday, Stone Oak location on Friday. Have a cheesy slice, talk sports, and enjoy delicious pizza and cold drinks. Plus, score some deals during happy hour starting at 3. We'll see you at Round Table Pizza.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Jason Minix here from the Blitz. That's exactly what I did. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home and make price-boosting upgrades. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home evaluation. That's Orchard.com. It is the Blitz here on 94.1, San Antonio Sports Star. He is Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. The Texas Longhorns rolling through the SEC tournament. Big win this afternoon.
Over those powerful Vanderbilt Commodores.
Dude, 79-72. At one point, they were up 16.
And then they took their foot off the gas.
Yep.
Good for Texas. Make it seem competitive. Texas is not going to the tournament, are they?
They're a bubble team right now. If they have a good showing in the SEC tournament, they're probably going to make it.
So Rodney Terry's future, if they don't make it, it's got to be he's got to be hanging by a thread, doesn't he?
He's got to be hanging by a thread.
Yeah.
If they don't make the tournament, if they do make the tournament, you probably keep them around. I mean, that's just bottom line. Aggies play tomorrow in the afternoon in the SEC tournament over on AM 1250 and 103.3 FM. We'll be watching that game. I'm sure it will be on at Roundtable Pizza in New Braunfels, where the Blitz will be live tomorrow from 2 to 6.
Absolutely. Looking forward to that. I look forward to going to New Braunfels. Already had one comment on the YouTube page saying they're going to be out there. So, yeah, New Braunfels, because they get the Blitz crystal clear in New Braunfels.
Be a good time. Sure, if you're up in San Marcos, drive on down. If you're in New Braunfels, anywhere up I-35, come hang out with us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be a fun day.
It is going to be a fun day, and if I had planned properly, and I guess I could deviate. Did you see they opened up a new kind of putt-putt type place in green?
Yeah.
That has like a miniature green hall and a green tower. It looks really cool.
I saw that. That was in the Express News, wasn't it? Or somewhere that I saw that?
I saw it on Facebook.
Okay. Either way. Yeah, it looks like fun. We get up there early if you want to. Play a little putt-putt.
Oh, you mean early?
Or
it sounds like a guy trying to get out of it. It sounds like a guy trying to get out of his house and away from a little screaming baby.
Not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm good. As of 9 o'clock tonight, golden, baby.
Well, I mean, just because the mother's in town doesn't mean the baby won't cry.
Well, I don't care if the baby cries.
Yes, you do.
No, I really don't. I have no problem. The baby doesn't cry that much.
Except for today.
When I'm solely
when you were solely responsible today.
Solely responsible for keeping that kid quiet. Yes. But he's really, in all honesty, he's a great baby. One of the best babies I've ever been around.
You know what you won't have March 27th through the 30th? Any screaming babies.
There won't be there, no.
Because Circa Las Vegas is a 21 and up resort.
It is that. And the result is there's no one under 21 there.
No kids. I always thought that was weird. One, until my kid turned 21, she never went to Vegas. And if you've done this, I'm not knocking you, but I'm questioning you. How do you go to Vegas and have a kid in a stroller and you're trying to go through the casino? I remember sitting at Bellagio one time, and there was a kid in the stroller, and the parents were playing the slot machine as close as they could to the walkway. So the kid was in the area that you could have him, but not. And I'm like, dude, either don't go to Vegas or find somebody to watch your kid for the weekend.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I tell you this, I was in Bellagio. We had just checked in. And, there's a big hallway there where you check in. And,
yeah.
And I'm just standing there. I don't know, Maggie was maybe in the bathroom. I'm not sure where she was.
At a slot machine.
I'm standing there. Well, not yet, but she got there quick. But I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, bam, this kid had to be about 10 years old, and with two other kids hanging on. It was on one of those electric little carts, you know what I'm saying? That, have you seen them in the grocery store and stuff?
They ran you over?
Ran right into me. And if I'd have thought about it, man, I'd have started faking a broken leg and a busted back and everything. I'd have owned Bellagio by now.
No.
Why not?
You'd had a free room and a dinner.
I get that anyway.
You'd had 2 dinners.
Uh-huh.
They would have sent you to a nice spot like Picasso's there.
I get that anyway. That wouldn't have been a reward.
Bragger.
I'm just saying.
If you guys want to come join us at Circa Las Vegas, late March, leave your kids at home, come hang out with us. You can save money, circalasvegas.com, promo code BLITZ. Or if you go to sasportstar.com, there is a link there that's already taken you directly to the discount page to book your rooms. We're going to be out there for Mega March weekend, second round of the tournament, opening day of Major League Baseball.
This is nice. The Dallas Cowboys have sent out a tweet saying thank you to DeMarcus Lawrence.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they had that prepared to go, I don't know, a month and a half ago.
Maybe so. It's very sweet. Thank you, DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yep, D-Law signs $18 million guaranteed, a massive deal with the Seattle Seahawks.
Yep, he's no longer a Dallas Cowboy.
But the Cowboys have been active. And you think about last year, it was departure. Now, with Zach Martin retiring and DeMarcus Lawrence off to Seattle, Dak Prescott's now the longest tenured member of the Dallas Cowboys. They lost to Jordan Lewis. They lost to Chauncey Golston. They lost to Chuma Udoka. But when you look at, the players they re-signed, not mad at any of those, not questioning why they would bring any of those guys back. They've made a lot of interesting additions. I don't know if these are nice yet or not. A couple of them I'm excited about, but for the most part, I'm not mad at them. A lot of them have been first-round busts, but coming to Dallas on very low-risk kind of deals, which is selectively aggressive.
Yes, selectively aggressive. I'm not mad at them either. Look, they've been active. I think they've a total of 7 free agent moves and trades combined. And again, very low risk, hopefully high reward as far as they're concerned. But all of them, top draft picks, or most of them anyway, who just have not worked out just yet in the NFL. We'll see if the Cowboys can change all that.
When you mentioned 7 new faces coming into the organization. As we sit right now, I mean, they've still got to go make the team. The trade today with the Bills for Elam, from national media reports, mixed bag on talking about him because, he has a nice grade from Pro Football Focus from last year, but certainly a need for the Dallas Cowboys. Will he be the new slot corner? He's a former first-round pick. Which one is the Kenneth Murray one's getting trashed left and right.
Yeah, it really is.
Right?
Well, the Titans beat writers are impressed that the Titans got anything for that guy. That's what they're writing.
Fair, granted, late round pick. I mean, I haven't even seen the details of how late of a round pick. I mean, they might have, given up 11th round pick for him. Who knows? I kid. But, low value. But also I look at a linebacker who was a first-round guy out of Oklahoma. And I remember Kenneth Murray from Oklahoma. I don't know what the hell he's done in the NFL. He was with the Chargers. He was with the Titans. He was voted a team captain for the Titans, which tells me he's got to be a good dude, good locker room dude, even if he doesn't necessarily produce on the field, although you got to produce on the field. But can he be a nice project for Eberflus? Jack Sanborn, another linebacker, probably hasn't lived up to expectation when he came into the league, but he was with Eberflus in Chicago for a couple of years. So that's got to be somebody that Eberflus really does believe in.
I agree with that, and that's his guy. I mean, he made that happen, I'm sure. I think the pick that I like the most that has been made is Solomon Thomas, defensive tackle. I think he's probably, in my mind, of everything that's happened, maybe the best player that they've gotten thus far. At Javonte Williams, the running back, solid running back, not an every down guy though, so still some work to do there. But I think as I'm looking at it right now, just looking at the list, I think Solomon Thomas is probably the best player the Cowboys have gotten thus far.
And again, he was a 3rd overall pick. So, and certainly hasn't lived up to the expectation of being a 3rd overall pick. But there is some talent somewhere there. Can the Cowboys coaching staff bring it out? And that is one thing that Eberflus has been known to do. That's how he made his bones as an assistant coach and as a coordinator. We could all look at what he did as a head coach with Chicago, but I'm going back to when he was with Dallas and how upset everybody in Dallas was when he left. That at the time he didn't get promoted up to D.C., so he left for Indianapolis for that job. Kind of like Dirty now in Seattle. A lot of people are upset to see that guy leave the staff. And, yeah, he wasn't a great head coach in Chicago. But that doesn't mean he's not a great coach, and he's back just focusing on defense and developing linebackers. And that's how he made his bones as the old linebacker coach with the Dallas Cowboys. So if he is putting a, yes, I can work with that guy approval on these moves that the Cowboys are making, and I have to trust that he is, then I'm not necessarily mad at him. But, you know, if Steven's going to be selectively aggressive, can I say I can be cautiously optimistic about what these picks are going to be for the Dallas Cowboys, these additions?
I think that that's fair. You can be cautiously optimistic. I have to believe that, look, Steven and Jerry probably sat down with Eberflus and Schottenheimer and said, look, we can't go all out. But here is what the range that we can go in. Find some guys that fit into this box. And I think that's what you're seeing right now. The only thing that concerns me is that the Niners aren't really good with the 3rd pick in the draft. And that's where they took Thomas. They also took a guy by the name of Trey Lance there. So I that concerns me a little bit. But all kidding aside, I know this guy has bounced around a little bit. He's 29 years old. He's been in the league a while. To me, thus far, until proven otherwise, he's probably, I don't want to say favorite, but I think the best player the Cowboys have gotten, and the only one, as far as I can see, that is actually signed to more than a 1-year contract.
It's going to be interesting. And again, just beginning, but credit the Cowboys for activity, because I know most of us did not think the Cowboys would be very active early in the free agent period. And the fact that they've added seven players. You look at the subtractions, the only one that is surprising and disappointing on the departure level is Jordan Lewis. DeMarcus Lawrence, because he's been such a long-time Cowboy and a great player, you hate to see him go, but I think all of us were at the point where we knew the Cowboys weren't going to keep him, and they certainly weren't going to pay him $40 million over 3 years with 18 of that guaranteed. So that was a departure that you were expecting. Sucks when it happens, but you can't be surprised. The only one that I'm surprised that they let out the door was Jordan Lewis.
I'm okay with the D-Law loss. I was kind of expecting it. I'm okay with it. I really am. I don't know. I just think his better days are behind him. We'll see, and Seattle hopes that that's not right, but I think the better days are behind him. I'm okay with that. They've got some guys there that can that they've drafted to replace him. We'll see. It's their opportunity now to step up, and we'll see what the Cowboys do in the draft. They still have a lot of draft picks, and I don't believe that they're done yet with those draft picks. They've got so many of them. Why not continue to make some deals? Or if there's somebody you like in the draft, make some deals to move up or down. So I don't think the Cowboys are done. But, look, you can say what you want. At least they have gone out and done some shopping. They've got some new faces in there, and we'll see how it all plays out.
It's going to be interesting, and it's just getting started. Looking at some comments on YouTube, kids in Vegas might have struck a nerve. Bubba Rivas says he's taking his 22-year-old son this April to Circa.
Nice.
Bubba, you're going in April. Change your dates. Go before that. End of March into April.
Uh-huh.
trust me, your son's going to really enjoy Mega March weekend at Circa Las Vegas, and we're going to be able to save you money there at Circa with promo code BLITZ. Fred Caceres. Now, if you're going to take your kid to Vegas, he's got the right idea, although, holy cow. Took his son when he was 2. His sister went as the babysitter. She got paid $150 a day, and all meals included, and 10% of their winnings, and he said, we won big. That's an expensive babysitter, but worthy. And if you're going to go to Vegas with your kids, having a babysitter with you, all right, I could deal with that.
As long as it's in the summertime and you got a babysitter, then go hang by the pool all day, right? I mean, in most resorts in Las Vegas, other than Circa, I don't know if there's any other 21 and over other than Circa. I don't know of them if they are, but yeah, hang out by the pool and do that. I remember when Vegas tried to market itself as a family destination.
Yes.
And it's like, why? I wasn't sure about that, but
well, when you think some of those billboards that are driving down the road, or as my wife said, she never wanted to explain to Erica what those people with those cards were at the corner, you know?
Yeah. Huh. Well, Circus was built with that in mind, right?
Bubba says they're going in April for WrestleMania week.
Ah.
All right. So, because Circa's doing Circamania.
Cool.
All right, Bubba, go twice. Go twice. We'll book your Mega March weekend now.
Yeah, you're a big baller, Bubba.
Absolutely. Justin's bragging.
Yeah,
Put some guy's kid through college at MGM after a heater on craps.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Mm-hmm. Hey, community college counts.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
There's going to be some good basketball tonight. Then you're going to have Spurs and Mavs. We'll explain coming up here on The Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Let me explain to you how much I love my Connecticut quality water softener. I really do. I love it. It's fantastic. Shower in the morning is the best. It is awesome. I feel cleaner. My skin is softer. The clothes I put on are cleaner. They smell great. The dishes out of the dishwasher. Everything is that much better with a Connecticut quality water softener. It is an absolute game changer. It's the best in the business. And when they say that, they're absolutely true because I've had other water softeners, and they don't compare to what you get from a Connecticut. Absolutely the best in the business. You need to upgrade if you don't have a Connecticut. Trust me, it is worth it. All their products are made in America. And the thing that I love about it is you don't plug it in. It doesn't run on electricity, which is fantastic to me because, well, you don't have to worry about any increase in your electric bill, number one, and none of those motherboards or electrical outages that you have with other things that you have to plug in. Connecticut operates on kinetic energy, and it only works when you need it to work, and it provides soft water 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fantastic. And they've even sweetened the pot a little bit because for a limited time, when you buy a Connecticut water softener, you're going to get a free reverse osmosis drinking station that they will install right there at your kitchen sink. $400 they're going to give you for trade-in on your old water softener, and they're going to give you free money. 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. What a sweet deal. So, you know, sweet deals like that are not going to last long. You need to call them. Don't wait. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. The number to call is 656-PURE, 656-7873, or ConnecticutSA.com. And come on, you know the jingle. Sing it with me. It's the last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656-PURE, Connecticut.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Thursday on the Morning Huddle, it has been a busy week. Spurs, Mavericks, could they overcome the manpower advantage? And, oh, by the way, conference tournaments are busy, too.
And NFL free agency rolls on. Any more big moves for the Cowboys? We'll talk about that and plenty more. Morning Huddle starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Rock's Discount Vitamins and More wants to thank God and San Antonio for making Rock's the king of supplements. Are you losing weight, building muscle, or just getting healthy? Rock's has you covered. Weight loss and muscle building packages starting at just $75. Plus, get a free in-body scan in 15 seconds with the In-Body 270 analysis. Start tracking your results today. The pros at Rock's know their products, how they work, and what's best for your health and fitness goals. Call 210-342-7625 or visit Rock's discountvitamins.com.
Being arrested is embarrassing, humiliating, and potentially life-changing. If you want to rewrite the script on the worst night of your life, then you're going to need a stable of aggressive and skilled attorneys. I'm Gary Barton, owner of Barton & Associates, Attorneys at Law. We are here to get your life and reputation back. Visit TexasArrest.com or call 210-500-0000. That's 210-5-million. As a former major crimes prosecutor, I've seen almost every type of arrest scenario play out, from small degree drug accusations to death penalty capital murders. I've handled almost every type of case the state of Texas can charge you with. At Barton & Associates, we know how to flip the script and get your life back on track. Call us at 210-500-0000. That's 210-5-million. Or visit us at TexasArrest.com. That's TexasArrest.com. Barton & Associates, we are here to get your life and reputation back.
Principal Office, San Antonio.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Carbach Brewing was not born in San Antonio, Texas, but they have certainly gone out of their way to make San Antonio their second home. We had the head brewer come in, and he said when they first started to reach outside of Houston, San Antonio was the place they wanted to be, and does it show. Carbach beer is all over our great city, from their in-your-face flagship IPA, Hopadillo, to the Ziegenbach, to their bestseller, the Love Street, their Kolsch-style blonde. There is something for everyone in Carbach's lineup, and it is all over the place. Of course, you're going to find it at the grocery stores. Of course, you're going to find it at the liquor stores, but it's also at a bunch of bars and restaurants around town. They wanted to make this their second home, and that's what it's become. So when you're out, you're watching the games at your local sports bar, your local restaurant, your local hangout, you're thinking, I want to elevate my beer game a little bit. Well, friend, wherever you're at, they probably have some Carbach either on tap or in cans. So when you're out and about doing your thing, go ahead and make sure to ask your bartender to please make it a Carbach.
Wow! Most cars and trucks can get premium ceramic window film installed by the experts at Mother's Window Tint, starting at just $199. Don't wait. Protect your ride today. Our competitors charge hundreds more, but at Mother's, you get the best quality and value. Call now or visit motherswindowtint.com to schedule your installation. With up to 60 different film options, we've got the perfect fit for every car and budget. Stop by one of our locations and see the difference for yourself. Want to boost your vehicle's security? We've got you covered with advanced systems starting at just $399. Call 210-213-2118 today and ask about our alarm specials. Since 1984, we've been the home of the tint and alarm special. Don't wait. Visit Mother's Window Tint today. Call now or go online to book your service. Your car deserves it. Mother's Window Tint. Since 1984. Call or visit motherswindowtint.com. That's motherswindowtint.com. And remember, do it at Mother's and save.
Summer is coming. Time to get rid of that dad bod. Time for Lipo 123. First area, 20% off. Second area, 30% off. Third, 40% off. It's like a discount for every slice of pizza you regret. Call 210-494-8446 or findyourbeautiful.com. It is the Blitz here on 94.1, San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Give us a follow on Twitter at Joe Reinagel 210. Tweet at me at Jason Minix. You can also comment on our YouTube page and subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. C.J. Mosley just released by the Jets. Wonder where he will land. He's kind of like the D-Law. Like, he even got the nice old graphic from the Jets. The thank you for everything, Captain. Love you, but you're too expensive. Get out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. The guy, again, you know, one of those older guys that's been around a while, but certainly productive. I think somebody will take a shot at him. Again, it's going to depend on money. If you'd have told me, though, that somebody was going to give D-Law as much money as Seattle gave him, I'd have laughed at you. So maybe Mosley gets a deal like that somewhere.
It's again, following some of the bigger name guys that were released today. Cooper Kupp has been a free agent for a couple hours, still no deal. Signs initially were pointing towards Green Bay. Now they're kind of pointing towards Jacksonville. Of course, the GM in Jacksonville used to be in Los Angeles with Cooper Kupp. Relationships matters. Kind of follow that. Plus, they released a bunch of receivers last week, so they're in the market for wide receivers. So we'll see.
It's been a fun week, I'm going to tell you, and it's only Wednesday when it comes to the NFL free agency period. And obviously, Monday and Tuesday were just the tampering period. The brand-new league year began about 3 o'clock this afternoon for the NFL. So, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Do you think they played Old Lang Syne on the everybody's offices? Just put that through the speakers and go? A little champagne?
Yeah, well, why
let's
not?
Toast.
I did see Shefty. Adam Schefter said Happy New Year when that happened. So that's good. But it's been a fun week, and I tell you, it seems, and maybe it's just because the Cowboys have been as active as they've been, that it seems different, but it really seems an active period of time. And again, it's just Wednesday.
Just Wednesday. And as Pledge just said, you got teams like New England spending money like they're drunk.
Yeah.
Well, when you got the money to spend, nothing better than a rich guy that knows how to spend his money.
Absolutely. Was that sarcastic, Pledge?
No.
What the hell's New England done?
Have you not paid attention?
I guess not.
Yeah, use your Google box and you'll find out.
It's New England. What the hell do I care?
Well, so tonight's going to be a great night in the NBA. Potential finals preview tonight. You thought I was going to go Spurs-Mavs, Pledge? I said that, and Pledge looked at me like, what? The Spurs are playing the Mavs tonight. That game's going to suck. And that game likely will. But OKC is playing Boston tonight, ESPN at 6:30. I've said for my preseason prediction for the finals was OKC and Boston. I know Cleveland is tearing it up. They've been playing great. But Oklahoma City, and Brian Windhorst was talking about this today on ESPN, that nobody respects these guys.
Nobody.
Nobody cares that Oklahoma City is 53-12. Nobody gives a damn about OKC. They don't respect them. They don't fear them.
Well, that's a mistake, I think. It's a big mistake. But look, why don't pay attention to that? Because Oklahoma City's going through the same thing that we faced here in San Antonio for so many years.
Yep.
Nobody gave a damn about San Antonio. Nobody gave San Antonio any respect because we're a small market. Oklahoma City's a small market. The NBA and NBA types would rather the Lakers and Boston be in the finals every year. Hey, all Oklahoma City needs to do is go out and win it and then give the big middle finger to everybody, because that's what the Spurs did for 20 years, and I loved it. So there you go.
And I've become a big fan of, if it ain't going to be the Spurs, watching a team go win it that's never won it before. In Oklahoma City, I mean, knowing that the Spurs are following to a degree their blueprint, and it's taken Oklahoma City a long time to get to this level. But then again, they were a top seed last year, and they got bounced early. So they've got to they've got to make a deep run, if not get to the NBA Finals, or what Windhorst was saying today is going to be there. And it's not Windhorst saying that people don't respect him. Windhorst said, I hear it implicitly from other people I talk to in the league, from players. They don't give a damn about Oklahoma City.
Well, good. And that's a mistake, I think. Look, SGA's playing as well as he's played ever. He's in the MVP conversation. I think for most people, he's the front runner right now, although Nikola Jokic is playing about as well as he could ever play. That's for sure. That guy is just a monster. He's a machine. So, look, take them lightly. I hope everybody takes them lightly. They're going to be the number one seed in the West. I don't think anybody's going to catch them. They got a 10-game lead, I think, on Denver right now. So,
11.
11 game lead. Nobody's going to catch them. They're going to be the number 1 seed. Looks like Cleveland, they've got a big lead in the East. They're going to be the number 1 seed. Can you imagine Oklahoma City and Cleveland? The NBA would have a heart attack.
They would. I mean, we saw
whoever has ABC, I guess, would.
We
what
saw
the hell?
Saw that in 2007 when it was the Spurs and Cavs.
That's right.
Well, they were thrilled that was a sweep and over with. but again, I think tonight will go a long way for Oklahoma City. Not that they're going to gain the respect, but I think nationally. I mean, I look at Cleveland. I've watched them play, and I said this when they started the season so hot. I don't look at that team and think, man, they are as good as they are, but they are a good, solid team, and they play team basketball. And they're doing it right now without Mitchell. And I don't know if you saw the video, but they had a rookie who apparently forgot to bring the donuts. And so they pranked him. They filled his lovely car with popcorn. And so there's video of him walking out to the car after the game, and he opens the door, and it is full of popcorn. I don't know, going to the car wash and trying to get all that, or do you just get a new car when you've got that kind of money? But apparently there was a tell, too, because Donovan Mitchell was eating popcorn on the bench. And so apparently that was kind of a clue as to what was to come.
Well, there you go. I guarantee you that rookie will never forget donuts again. I promise you. So you got to send a message. See, but that's the kind of stuff that I think makes Cleveland good. I know Donovan Mitchell, everybody's going to say, and they've got some players, but to me, they don't have that one superstar. They don't have a LeBron James. They don't have a Joker. They don't have an SGA. They've got a bunch of good players who play team basketball, and that's what I love about Cleveland. And that's why I truly believe that they can make some noise, if not go all the way, and win the whole damn thing this year. They're just a team that plays solid basketball, and I love that. It's good to see a team like that.
I wouldn't be mad if Cleveland made it to the finals. I'm just going with my preseason prediction. I'm not a fan of Boston or the Celtics at all, but I think they are that team, and thrilled that Derek White's having the career that he is post San Antonio, wishing he was still here. On the West side, kind of, I said this about Denver, watching them win it, the way they celebrated, because, that was their first. The Lakers, you just wonder if they're going to be able to hang in there with LeBron being out with that growing injury, especially with their upcoming schedule. What do they have? 6 games in 8 days.
Yeah.
With all those makeup games from the games that were postponed because of the fires, and they're having to do it without LeBron James. So it'll be interesting to see how they're able to keep things afloat over this stretch coming up. And the Grizzlies are playing really good basketball, and that's a team that I wouldn't mind seeing making a run. I just don't think they have what it takes right now to get to the NBA Finals.
They're going to be a tough out, though, I think, in the playoffs. And that's where you got to look. Look, the West is a monster. It is. It always is. And there's a lot of good teams in there. The Lakers, with a healthy LeBron and Luka, are going to be tough. I still wouldn't count out Houston making a run. I'm not saying they're a championship team, but they're a good team. And the team everybody better watch out for is Golden State. Man, ever since they got Jimmy Butler, that team is just completely turned its season around.
Yep.
And they are playing fantastic basketball. I would not count out Golden State if I'm anybody in the West. And I don't think anybody wants to play them right now.
No. And again, from the 6th seed where they are now, who knows where they're going to end up. But, yeah, Golden State certainly not done. And that's an organization that said, Steph, we're going to do everything we can while we still got you. And that trade for Jimmy Butler certainly worked out. And it helps that Jimmy is excited about loving the game of basketball again, and he's playing that way. That's good basketball. Oklahoma City, Boston will be good basketball. And then, of course, you have Spurs and Mavs tonight, which, a couple months ago, you got those tickets. Man, this is going to be great. Luka versus Wemby, 2 nights in San Antonio, a Monday and a Wednesday, and now you're going to get
a G League game.
Well, I mean, you get Klay Thompson.
No disrespect to anybody.
You get Devin Vassell.
Maybe.
You don't get defense. In fact, Devin Vassell was talking about the realities of what the Spurs are doing right now post Wemby's issues.
Mentally, we just want to get back on the right track. I think they said in March we're 2-6, so we need to change that. You know, they made a comment today. I think they said we're number 1 in offense and last in defense, and it's like there's no way we're going to win playing like that. So we got stuff that we got to fix, and we just talked about it as a team. And you know, it's one thing to talk about it, but we got to fix it on the court.
Well, you're running out of games to fix it on the court, and that should have been fixed a long time ago. So I mean, you're talking about what 20 some odd games left in the season, and you're worried about fixing things now. The Spurs team just needs to slide into the offseason and then do some magical stuff. De'Aaron Fox, I don't think you talked about the Lakers having the makeup games. One of those is against the Spurs on the 17th, and I believe it's the 17th.
Yeah, Monday.
So
St. Patrick's Day.
That's right. So
green beer.
That's probably going to be De'Aaron Fox. He may not even play in that game. I'm assuming he'll have surgery on that pinky because he is seeing a doctor in L.A.
Yep.
If he doesn't have it, then I'm sure it will be scheduled soon after. So it's just time to start thinking about next year, quite honestly, and who's going to be on this team and who's not moving forward. That's what I want to see. So to me, it's like it's really difficult, other than watching basketball, to get excited about tonight's game or any other game for the remainder of the season. To be totally honest with you,
there's I don't know. Steph Castle go win Rookie of the Year. Do what you can to go win Rookie of the Year.
He's going to do that.
And when I look at Castle, I wish they would try to feature him more. Really on both ends, but especially offensively. Use all these remaining games as glorified practices for Steph Castle. Let him go make all the mistakes that a rookie is going to make while winning Rookie of the Year, but making sure that, you know, some of the things when we saw him getting benched a couple weeks ago for making mistakes, well, let him play through those mistakes. I mean, hell, Mitch Johnson, they're letting you coach through all your damn mistakes as the interim guy. So, you know, why not let Steph Castle play through his mistakes? Because you're not winning anyway, and quite frankly, you shouldn't win. And I think the other entertaining thing tonight, if we get what we did the other night, are the Fire Nico chants that are happening everywhere, including San Antonio. The Medieval Times, I saw a video, they were chanting Fire Nico. Everywhere in Texas, it seems like if there is a Mavs fan, a Fire Nico chant is going to break out.
And it should be. They ought to hammer him for the eternity for that horrible trade that he made.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Crazy. He's trying to do a makeover on the Mavs. It's a really bad segue, but that's all I have. If you need a mommy makeover for the lady in your life, you need to call Dr. Connie Hires Plastic Surgery and Med Spa at 210-494-8446. Mommy makeovers with Dr. Hires this month, $2,000 off. Help her get her confidence back. Trust me, guys, you will get the best thank you ever. Maybe it's just a tummy tuck she needs. $1,000 off of that. Or if you need it, $1,000 off a tummy tuck this month with Dr. Connie Hires.
Hey, it is starting to be beach season, swimming pool season, all of that stuff. Now is the time to get that stuff done. Minix and I have been doing this M-Sculpt Neo, and it is fantastic. I love it. It's like doing 20,000 crunches in one setting, not to mention the fact that it's got heat involved, too, that burns fat. And it burns the fat behind your six-pack.
Yeah.
That's where it burns the fat. So it burns it there. So it's such a good deal. I love it. Minix is getting new pants because his pants he's got now are too big. I feel great. I don't have the big belly sticking out of the shirt anymore. It's fantastic. But it's not just for the belly. You can do all kinds of
arms,
body
legs,
parts,
butt,
all of it.
Whatever you need.
Yeah.
Want to get rid of the wrapped ham like Joe did? Call 210-494
I wear baggy shirts.
8446. 494-8446. Make sure you tell them the Blitz told you to call her. If your lady calls, make sure she knows you want the Blitz specials. Or go to the website, findyourbeautiful.com. Findyourbeautiful.com.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
Ahead of the field and throws it down with a right hand.
Your home for the NBA.